So, where we last left our party, they had been assaulted by a very, 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 very large bird. And through a quick bit of magic trickery and the like, they managed to escape with their cargo and their lives intact. The bird ended up flying back off to the direction of Mount Gakis, and the party entered into the town of Valaki once more with their wine in tow, delivering it to the Blue Water Inn, revitalizing some of the townsfolk by now providing the wine that they had been sorely lacking. Esmeralda and the group immediately went to search out Rictavio, who they could not find. They stayed around, waited the better part of the day or so, and into the next morning they found Rictavio. They had a interesting conversation with the now revealed vampire hunter. Not quite sure exactly what their next step is. They had a conversation back and forth for a while, but it was clear to everybody that Irina staying with Rictavio at the tavern was probably a safe bet if they had other dangerous errands to run and were afraid of some certain devil vampire king getting his hands on Irina preemptively. The party then went to try and figure out some of the issues with these horrible nightmares that Branwen had been suffering, and because there was a doll in the nightmares, they immediately thought, hey, let's go to the toy maker who makes dolls. Makes sense. When they arrived into his building, they did not see the toy maker anywhere, and upon inspection of the back room, they found a small sackcloth doll of Gadolf Blinsky. A Blinsky toy, if you will. The party quickly reacted, and Gaynor used his Dispel Magic, which restored Blinsky to his former jolly self, even though he's completely scared and out of his wits. He informed the group that the doll that Branwen had been seeing in her dreams was the same doll who had attacked and turned him into a puppet. Very concerned and confused about this new development, this creature being in the physical world of some sort. The party weighed their options to try and figure out the source of this doll, if they could possibly confront it or figure out exactly what this whole thing could mean for them. Irina was kind of ousted for having a deck of Taroka cards, similar to Madame Eva, and offered to do a reading for the party to try and help figure out ways that they could find this doll or some information that might help them. And that is where we left off, with you all walking outside of Blinsky's Toys, talking with Esmeralda. So, we're basically back in town. I'm gonna put on some town music.
Kelma turns to Gaynor, like, you want to leave that bracelet on the monkey still?
I mean, I have no use for it.
Okay. Just wanted to make
Give
sure.
the damn ape his talking thing. I don't know.
Might come useful.
I mean, do you want me to take it back? I'll take it back. I don't know.
No. I just didn't know if you had any plans for it.
Esmeralda's just kind of staring at you all, like, well, we should get to a place that's somewhat off the main road if I'm going to do this, especially with the way they treat my people here. It's probably not a good idea to,
Did you want to go back into the inn, or, I mean, we're still outside the toy shop. We could go back inside if it's not going to take long.
She kind of looks over. It's like, fine, let's go back in the toy shop. I don't think your friend would have a problem with me. He seems dim enough.
Osgood kind of looks suspicious. He's like, fortune telling surrounded by haunted dolls. What could possibly go wrong? And he sort of wanders in.
Okay. So as you all make your way back into Blinsky's toy shop, after just exiting, you kind of, oh, you're back so soon. Welcome to Blinsky's Toys.
5 seconds exactly, friend.
Did you forget something?
No, we just needed a quiet space for a second. Do you mind?
Not at all. Friends of Blinsky's, you have the run of the place. And he kind of walks over to the front door, flips a couple latches, and locks the front door. He's like, there, now you will have privacy. He kind of walks back behind the counter and begins to mess with some of his dolls on the shelf. Esmeralda kind of looks around at you all and just shakes her head slightly.
I just take
It's no strain.
Sorry, Kalma.
Go on.
No, I just take a seat on the floor.
Okay.
I was just gonna say it's just as strange to us.
Okay. So she pulls out this silken cloth that seems to have been in one of her bags. It is a very God, what's the right word?
Silky.
It's somewhat worn. It is made of silk, but it is somewhat worn. It is
Threadbare.
bright red in color and thread. And she kind of like sits it over and pulls it out on top of one of the empty tables sitting in Blinsky's area. She pulls out of her pocket a small wooden box that she opens up from the top. And inside the wooden box is a silk sleeve that seems to be holding what appear to be very similar to Madame Ava's Taroka cards. She kind of pulls them out and says, okay, I'm not the best at this, but what I can do should be able to work in a pinch. Now, you said this thing's been attacking your dreams. Who has it attacked? And she kind of looks around at the group.
Kind of does the small wave.
All right. You should probably sit closer to the table.
Didn't it Kelma?
Yes?
Didn't you see it?
Yeah, I saw it for a short time. Do I need to sit by a table too?
Would probably be beneficial, yes.
You see,
What if we all sat at the table?
You could all sit at the table. It's a table. It's just... Anyway, sit down. And she kind of sets the deck of cards on the table. She begins to recite in Avestani language, just some chant before she begins to do this. And I will refer you all to this page. Ooh. So, she kind of reaches over the deck with her eyes closed, and she draws a card from the top and lays it down. She draws a second one and a third one, and she laid them from left to right on the table. I'm going to get rid of this music because that's not the music you need. There we go. Okay. And she kind of sets the cards down and looks them over. She calls out in common that divine for us this creature, this doll. Give us something to find it, something to understand it. Help us know this foe. And she just kind of like reaches down towards the cards. Nothing spectacular happens. She kind of looks over and she reaches over to the first card. on the left-hand side. She flips the card over and looks at it for a moment. She just... the innocent. She kind of puts her hand down toward the card and closes her eyes for a second, opens them back up. Whatever this creature was, it seems to have been innocent at one time. A life taken too soon. And with a vendetta and a vengeance to be wrought. It's quite odd. She kind of looks over to the second card, waves her hand over the table to the left and then to the right before flipping it over as well. The Evoker. This card usually resembles a powerful magic or supernatural energy. She kind of puts her hand over and it's like, this is a dark magic, a destructive magic. She kind of closes her eyes again, puts her hand on the card, opens her eyes once more, and she's just like, this seems as if something dark was used to bind this creature's soul into a vessel. I don't quite understand it. Maybe the third card. She flips the last card over. She kind of like pauses as she looks at it for a moment, and you just see like a more grim look come onto her face. The Torturer. This is a card that deems the coming of suffering or merciless cruelty when pulled in this fashion. I think whatever this is extremely violent. I don't know if it's something that could be reasoned with. This card is very troubling. And she kind of puts her hand on the card again. You notice that the edges of the silk tablecloth that she's laid over begin to furrow and blow a little bit, and a little bit of wind begins to circulate around her body. You all feel this light breeze coming off of her. Blinsky kind of looks over and is just curious as to what's going on. As you can see, the edges of this tablecloth begin to furl up and whip a little bit in the wind. She places her hand down on the card, and you see her eyes open back up. But there are no pupils in her eyes. It's just a clear white, as if her eyes have been completely glazed over. You see a small bit of light emanating from them. She puts her hand down on the third card, and she opens her mouth, but her voice is not her own. And you hear, "There is a town where all is not well. Her presence is strongest here. She waits for the proper turmoil." And then you see Esmeralda's eyes close again as she falls forward onto the table, her hand resting on the third card. She kind of picks herself back up, begins to shake her head and opens her eyes and kind of looks around at you all. I'm sorry. What just happened? She kind of looks down at the cards again and just struggling to piece together anything that she can.
Well, looks like someone spoke through you or something magic-wise. We gotta go to a town. Mage, you understand what happened?
Not a mage, but it said a town in turmoil, so most likely Kresk.
Well, at least we got a direction now. What do you want to do?
She kind of slides the cards back into the deck and puts the deck back into the bag, puts the bag back into the box. She's holding her head as she kind of finishes up this ritual.
Does that happen often? Do people talk through you a lot?
I'm not quite sure. I've heard of my people being able to channel divine essence, but the only one I've ever seen do it is Ava. That was 20 years ago.
Oh, congratulations, you just did it.
It's not exactly comforting. I survived, so I guess that's something. She kind of like looks over her hands and she's just kind of trying to make sure she's all still her.
You survived. Okay, let's not do that frequently then.
So this
I
kind
don't
of
know
puts
the
a
side
screw-
effect. I don't know the side effects of being channeled through. I feel like that's whatever it was. It didn't feel good.
Well,
I imagine having a second soul inside your body without being used to it would definitely hurt. Yes.
Whatever. So, where do we go? I thought you said you had an errand to run before we came on this side errand, I guess I would say. Before we saved the toy maker, you all said you had somewhere else to go, I thought.
well,
But it might just save time just to go to Crest first, then.
yeah, I think this supersedes the whatever we were trying to do. I'd rather have a goal than wander around aimlessly. So I think we need to head to Crest.
We weren't gonna wander aimlessly. We were gonna go to a mountain temple.
I mean, we could go to the mountain temple, or we could go to Crest. I think in your condition, you probably want us to go to Crest.
She kind of looks over and just, I mean, I'm feeling a lot better now. I think I'll be fine. The choice is yours. I'm but a hired sword at this point. I mean, I personally don't think going to Kresk is the best idea because vampires, werewolves, druids, and all that lot, but
Oh, yes.
it's a place you need to go.
How many do you remember there being?
Well, they were slaughtering the entire town and burning it to the ground.
That sounds
I
like
didn't
a
really count when I was fleeing.
So maybe we go to the temple first. Deal with the nightmares for a little longer.
Yeah.
It's nice and away from everything while we avoid a vampire.
Mage.
And she kind of looks over.
Mage.
She's like, "But if I had to count, probably at least 5 lichens, upwards of 10 druids, and at least 2 vampires."
Yeah. I guess we
probably
go to
not
the
a
temple.
force we can fight.
Nope. Temple. Vetoing.
She just kind of looks around. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd go back there. And I don't think that we would accomplish our bigger goal if we throw ourselves into the fire right now.
Agreed.
Give it a
But-
week.
We have the element of surprise. They don't know I'm still alive. They don't know that Richten's still here.
Yeah.
She's like, if we blow our cover early, it doesn't serve us any benefit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we go to the temple. Kelma turns to the group and
Bleeds.
like,
Oh, the group.
the
Sorry.
group is like, is there anything that we can do to help her out to fight the dreams? Because we're probably going to have to rest a couple times.
Not that I'm aware of.
You said you're a priest. This thing sounds like a priest thing. Anything that could protect her? Maybe
make
the temp.
a.
Maybe.
Sorry. Osgood, make a
Oh,
religion check for me.
No. Oh no. All right, what's my religion like?
I don't know, man. Of priestliness.
Let me have a look.
What's your religion like?
I
And
oh wow, I
see.
actually have a +5. Apparently, I am a decent enough priest, as much as I might be a trash fucking cleric. That's a 21.
Nice.
Wait,
Ooh.
wait,
That's
is that
21.
with advantage? Wait, is
No,
it to do
but
with? Is it to do with
so-
Fey Fiends of the Undead?
No.
Damn it. So that's an 8.
Still a 21.
No,
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 it's
still
a 21.
Oh.
21 to first roll.
Yeah, first roll, second roll.
So anyway, yeah. So being Kalishtar, also being a man of faith, you understand that this is something supernatural. This is not something. What's the best way to say? This is not something that just happens. Like, it's not something that's as easy to get rid of as a curse or something like that. You are somewhat familiar with the fact that things in the dream world, whether or not they can cross over into actual reality, that's, stuff of myth for the most part. It can happen, but hasn't happened for as
Rarely.
far as you've seen. You don't really know of anything to prevent these things from happening, short of having a strong amount of willpower and being able to overcome this thing rather than. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. So I'd look at the rest of the party and I would just sort of casually be like, I don't think there's much we can do to dispel this thing without just simply telling it to fuck off in no uncertain terms.
Mage, just make sure you have that one thing you did to Blinsky ready, just in case it happens.
Not a mage.
I can tell you now, Kalishtar's a little bit different from other possessed hosts, as we have a cooperation with our spirit. What you have is not a cooperation, it's a forced invasion. You need to be willing to put your full force into repelling this, whether you like it or not. I can't help, but I can tell you that there are ways to do it.
Do
I'm
I
just not very
look
good
like
at
I'm
it.
letting it possess me?
No, but I also can't help you. I can't dream. That there is no physical way that I can ever fight this thing. It's entirely up to you.
But you might have something to bolster her ability to fend it off, wouldn't you?
I might. I don't. I'll check over my notes in a
Do
little
you,
bit.
do you think that?
It's
Do you
something
think
to think on while we walk.
what about the church? Can the church do something, or is that bad? And I kind of give Branwyn a look like, is that bad? If you ask the church to bless you?
It's.
Oh, I hadn't
would-
thought of that. Oh,
Yeah.
I just kind of give this look of like.
I start off shrugging, and then it's like, oh wait,
Let's not bless our pale friend.
I give a very direct look at
Esmeralda
what's
looks
our-
over at all of
Esmeralda.
you
Yeah.
and just kind of like,
We have our reasons for not exactly trusting things.
I try. Yeah.
I
Nope,
stand up.
he's already said it.
I immediately stand up and start walking towards the door, and I'm just in the Hamlet's like, I'm like, hey, well, it's early. We got a mountain to climb.
Yes, we have a mountain to climb, and I have an elf I need to speak to. Follows.
Let's
Okay,
head to the
so
Vistani.
all of you begin to head towards the Vistani camp on the edge of town. I assume you all still have your horses, correct? You haven't-
Yeah.
Well, we had to go
we
Still in the-
they're at the
I mean,
inn.
they're still in the stables at the end, but
Yeah.
you have them. Okay. Would you pick them up before you go to the Vistani camp,
Yes.
or
Yes.
on the way heading out of town? Okay. All right, so easily enough, you all make it back to the Blue Water Inn. I need everybody to make a perception check for me.
Do.
There's a
Perception.
12,
Oh,
a 5, and a 21.
Gainer sees everything. Oh,
Oh my god! I
Yeah,
forgot I turned on dice.
Why-
Turn the lid off.
I don't have my have my advantage due to Eagle Eyes not being on right now.
I all of a
Yeah,
sudden had a
roll.
blue dice fly across.
21.
Sorry,
What
that was
the
me.
fuck?
Oh no, I don't mind. Actually, it's actually nice seeing the dice.
How
I
did
just
you
I
have
got
realized
blue
that showed me too.
Oh,
Because
that's
my thing is
crazy.
blue.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
don't-
Yeah,
Oh, that's wild. Okay.
I can turn
Okay.
it back on.
yeah. Turn it back on. I don't mind if everyone has that on.
I mean, that's
Sure.
crazy.
Dice,
Uh,
everyone.
Would it be enable 3D dice?
Yeah, I enable 3D dice, automatically roll 3D dice.
Oh,
See?
Had them both.
And Gainor's purple.
okay.
Yeah, everyone's the color of their the
Their thing.
thing next to the
okay.
name.
Gotcha.
Indeed. Okay, cool. All right, well, just for giggles and funsies, that's fun. As long as it doesn't knock any tokens off the board, we're okay. No.
Yeah.
Um, all right, sorry. So you make your way back to the Blue Water, you get your horses, and you begin to set off towards the Vistani camp. It takes you about 30 minutes or so to, well, I would say about 15 minutes or so on horseback to cross town, get your things, your belongings, and then get to the Vistani camp itself. You once again come across this large hill with houses embedded into the side of the walls. Easily enough, you find the same hovel you were looking for first time, which is the residence of Casimir Velikov. And as you all approach, the dusk elf that seems to be guarding the door kind of looks at you all, nods, and opens the door, kind of leaning inward. He pops his head back out for a moment and just, I assume you're here to see Casimir. And
Indeed.
as he kind of like opens the door again, you're about to enter as you see the face of Casimir just come out of the place himself, and he just kind of looks at you all. He's like, I trust that you are ready to go on our little adventure. You dealt with what you needed to beforehand, yes? And he kind of looks over the group.
Everything for the moment, yes.
And he looks at us like, I have everything I need. And he kind of looks over his shoulder to a small backpack that he's carrying. He's also holding his heavy walking stick. And he looks at us like, shall we be on our way then? I've waited a long time to climb Mount Gakis. I haven't been up there in over 20 years. Be a change of pace, to be sure. He kind of stumbles out and begins like walking slowly, bracing on his cane towards you all.
Osgood follows.
Yeah.
And you're all on horses, so.
Yeah.
I want to
Oh,
do.
wait.
Does it look
No,
like
we're
it's
all
gonna
top.
have a horse?
Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like he has a horse.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. I want to do a thing.
Okay.
Okay.
do it.
So seeing that he doesn't have a horse and that he's an old frail man, I pull out my wand, little stick,
Yours.
and I kind of like point it downward and twirl it, and like a silver drop comes out of the tip of it, and I just focus on that drop for 10 minutes or so, and a floating disc appears.
So we
Ooh.
just stand there for 10 minutes watching you do a thing.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
almost just
kind of
staring-
just looking at you like.
Yeah.
He
"What
does this a
is
lot.
This?
He's a mage. Ignore him.
Hi.
I've just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Does Ezzy have a horse?
No.
She's been riding with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say me. Cool.
That's fine.
Makes life difficult, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So as you're
Actually,
watching,
no, because our horses got destroyed in the blast.
yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
she has no horse.
Yeah.
So as you're watching excited Gaynor do this thing,
You're a wizard, Gano.
I'm a wizard. Gaynor.
You got
This 30-foot like circumference ring appears, or disc appears,
Okay.
and I'm just like, hop on. For an hour, we'll be able to travel at a moderate speed, and I'll be able to. This will just follow us.
Kind
And
of
about
upset.
5 minutes into this. I imagine we both sort of pull out fucking various kinds of smoking equipment, and we're just watching.
Anyway, he climbs onto the disc, and you all begin your journey into the distance. You're already outside of the gates of Valaki, and you begin on your way to the large stone bridge that you have previously come across. I will go to a big map, because big maps. I think I've done this right.
Question: did you ever give us the more detailed map?
I maybe.
So no.
No.
No, probably not. Handouts. Oh, I can do this though. It's kind of more detailed. Yeah, no. My apologies. Did you edit that map to do anything different? No, okay. No, I will portion through this stuff because reasons. You all are, where you at? Where's group?
I mean, I just see black screen. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
marking on.
actually, it just appeared. Oh, no, it disappeared.
I
That's
see things.
Yeah,
That's weird.
go to the far right side,
I
and you
see
start seeing.
things as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I don't know where the group is though.
yeah, I got you. I'll put group down as a token. I apologize. Should have been prepared. Was not prepared.
Damn it, MTC.
Yeah, I know. And you know, I had a group token, but now I don't. So we're all traveling on
It's
Trovic.
all your fault.
We're all traveling on Trovic, as it should be.
So I don't know if y'all can see that ping.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are all in Veliki on your way further south, EA direction. You're all going to be Trovic for the purposes of this. And reveal areas. Of course not. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. Polygon reveal. It's better. Okay, so actually, you probably see all of this because you know all of this now.
Done some traveling.
Yeah, and this is going to get really complicated, so I apologize. Okay, so you all make your way. God, this is actually horrendous. I should not have done this. Yeah, I know.
Seems about right.
Story of the campaign. You make your way out of Valaki across the large stone bridge to the same intersection where you had run into your large bird friend.
I give a quick look around to see if I see the bird friend.
Yeah.
What are you willing to do?
PTSD watching the sky.
Okay, make a perception check for me. Oh, that's fun. Okay. You do not see the bird friend, nor do you see the carcass that was laying in the middle of the road.
Looks like he got what he wanted and went away.
Or something else did.
Probably best to keep our eyes to the sky for a while.
You come across the intersection once again with the different signs, one pointing to Berez, another to the Wizard of Wines, etc., etc. Casimir sitting on the disc, kind of looks at you all, and well, the road to Mount Gakis is straight down this path, and he kind of points down here. Past the ruins, branch should go off to the left-hand side of the road that will lead us to where we need to go. And as you all begin to follow that direction and cross the intersection itself, the disc vanishes from under Casimir. As he kind of... Actually, let's see. Does Casimir fall with grace?
Well,
I mean, to be fair, I warned him in an hour it would go away.
Oh, yeah, no. For sure. And he does. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn that off because that shows GM rules too, so...
I didn't see the dice.
I don't see anything.
No,
That's
Yeah, only you see the GM rules.
Yeah.
what a pain in the butt. But that's cool. Okay. And I'm not as worried about it. Okay. So, yeah, so having kind of the forewarning, not really counting an hour in his head, but counting enough, the disc begins to like swirl and vanish from the outside in, and then when it's a safe enough region close to him, he kind of just hops off of the disc as it vanishes. He's kind of standing. He's like, well,
want to
I-
ride with me, old man?
kind of looks up at you. He's like, you know, I find old to be an interesting term coming from someone with your gray hair. Kind of like
I am the
smiles
exact-
and smirks. And he hops on the back of your horse.
Right.
So, you all continue down the path for another hour's travel, maybe a little more. You once again come to the ruined village that you have previously been accosted with the mist forms and the shadow forms and the image of Revo that adorned the battlefield before a large platinum dragon or silver dragon blasted everything to bits. All mist forms, all false figures.
When we get into here, can I sort of just turn to the rest of the group for a second? I look a little bit confused. I'm like, I could have sworn there was something that I heard about this place. That there was something important that we were supposed to do in here. I just can't remember what it was. Do any of you remember? There was some sort of thing hidden here, or item, or magic, or something. I
This
can't
is not where we
remember
got the
off
first
top of
half
my
of the blade.
Aye, but there was
Yes.
more. There was some kind of story.
No.
No.
I think
For
you
sure.
as player are remembering wrong.
Yeah.
Am I?
There's another ruin
I
somewhere
think it was
else,
something
yes.
about like black crossbows or something, right?
No, not here.
Not here.
Just to put his mind at ease,
Mhm.
I shall cast detect magic and see if I find anything in the area.
Okay. So, as you detect the magic,
And while he's doing detect magic, I'm gonna look around because I remember the wolf thing.
okay,
Right.
Okay. Right.
Mm,
Okay. So make a perception check for me, Kelma. Our group is now
I'll stick with Kelma as well.
okay. So make that one with advantage because Trevor's sticking with you.
Okay.
Can I swap one of my items and use my eagle eyes, or should
Oh,
I just
wow.
roll base
You
perception?
kill him,
oh
man.
wow!
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
It's like we're
So
relying on my alert.
Wow!
yeah. So I would say no.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Incredible.
We are legit just here
awful.
relying on my alert right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're looking around. As far as you can tell, there's no wolf in sight. Osgood, you're looking at the pretty architecture of these ruined buildings at this point with that perception check. And Gaynor, your detect magic. It had already been used once in this area. You had checked a few buildings here and there. It finds nothing. Nothing pings its radar or anything like that. It's
Nice.
just
So
a
we
ruined
move on.
village once again.
Nothing here.
Must have misremembered then. We should keep going then.
Getting senile.
As you come to the center of this town, you see another path that branches off further to the south and begins to wind up the mountain to a small fort on the hill that's now less shrouded by mist and you can somewhat see. But your path, for the current moment, takes you further down the road and straight, closer toward where the Wizard of Wines was. I'm going to do a reveal thing because reveal areas, boop, boop, boop. There we go. So now you see this path down here. However, you continue on for another 45 minutes or so, coming to the same dirt road that you took to go to the Wizard of Wines Tower. Or not the Wizard of Wines, I'm sorry, the Wizard's Tower. Wizard's Tower. It's a tower for wizards. That was up here. You see this dirt road that kind of goes off into the north, and then shortly after it, you see another road that branches down towards the south. As you all approach this road, Casimir kind of points in that direction and just... that would be the road we're looking for.
Then on we travel.
It's probably getting to be about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd say. That sounds about right. As far as like time management goes, just as a heads up for anybody who's keeping score.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So, as the group continues on, I need to look at a thing. Nope, skip that.
While you look at the thing, I'm gonna make conversation.
I was about to say, y'all are more than welcome to make conversation on this entire trip.
Yeah.
If nobody wants to say anything or butts in, I'm just going to continue to push forward. But you're more than welcome to talk amongst yourselves, with Casimir, with Esmeralda, with anybody.
So, Casimir, how well do you know these mountains we're heading to?
Probably not as well as I'd like. I mean, I'd been to the temple before it was truly abandoned. I do remember there were monks that used to guard the temple. Back when it was safe. The mountains themselves, they're quite treacherous and can get very, very cold.
My
the
ears
cliffs
pick
are
up.
Steep. There's little wildlife in that area, but what is there is ferocious, from what I remember. Not much to tell other than that.
You wouldn't happen to know if there was a particular plant that used to grow there? Might grow there?
Done my fair share of collecting herbs over the years. What plant might you be looking for?
Delrian.
He kind of looks over and ponders for a moment. I suspect there would be some higher up, probably closer to the temple, if anything still grows in that area. Kind of looks over. It's like such a peculiar plant to have a need for, though. It's not my curiosity as to why you would want it, but I'm sure it wouldn't be in scarce supply, as long as we looked for it quite further up. And you notice that this road that you've been on for the last hour or so, continuing to wind through the mountains as you have these conversations and back and forth, is steadily climbing upwards. And you find yourselves climbing the side of a large massive sheer mountain.
I used to make some potions with it back home, where my home is quite close to mountains like these.
He kind of looks over and is like, someone well versed in crafting. He kind of looks at the rest of the group. He's like, you have yourselves a real treasure here. Kind of stops, looks ahead, and just continues riding almost silently. Seems to be pondering something as he stares off into the distance towards the North Mountain, or the South Mountain. Is anybody else doing anything while you ride?
Almost just
Not
scouting
particular.
around. He's just looking around to see if he's in alert mode.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, alert mode Kilma.
He's better
Natural
than
one.
that. Yeah, another nat 1.
Not
6.
quite.
Oh, that's cocked. That's bullshit.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is
that's
really
that's really cocked. I mean, it's up to you.
No, I mean it's if it says it's a 4, it's a 4. But
Okay.
yeah, it's cocked to me. That's the problem with having the table dice is now I'm gonna feel like, oh no, we're
I
wrong.
know. It's no problem.
Oh, it just shows you how mean the dice are.
Yeah.
Look at it in its entirety. That's okay. All right, so you all continue traveling. It's getting to be about 3 in the day at this point. Let me get the music right because I need music. Here we go. And quickly enough, you come out of the heavy forest and begin to wind up the edge of the mountain. The mountain itself is... The path is much narrower as you continue to wind further and further up. The cliff below you descends 100, 200, 300 feet as you continue to rise. And the cliff to the inner side of you
Who's
rises
eating?
up the mountain. Who's eating? Don't eat. Rises
Someone
into the
munching on
sky.
trail next.
Oh, I bumped the button. I didn't mean to.
Mage, what the hell, man? No. The side of the mountain that rises further into the sky also disappears into the fog above you. You are just winding on this trail that switches back and forth a number of times as it continues to climb into these mountains. And you notice that it is getting cold, like more quickly getting extremely cold. Like you maybe only traveled a few hours up this mountain at this point, and already you can feel the wind begin to cut and chill to the bone.
Now would be a good time to stop to put on our warm clothes.
Might be a good time to stop and put on your warm clothes.
Yeah.
I don't. Do I have anything out of character? I don't think I do.
No.
Oh, I think everyone else bought warm clothes, but I don't know if you did.
Did we buy a pair for
Yeah, I
Chill while he
don't
was
think I
absent?
did.
I think we did. I can't remember.
Technically, about a pair for Irina.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
'Cause I
This
thought
is-
she was going to.
Oh well.
And Esmeralda kind of looks over and just like, oh, it's a bit cold, for sure. And she just kind of looks over the rest of the group and just.
I'll
So-
swap my stuff out for Cloak of the Cat and then wrap that a little bit closer around me.
Okay. Everybody else is putting on heavier clothes and things.
Yeah. I have cold weather clothing.
Yep.
Sure, I'm not furry or anything.
Well, no,
I mean,
think,
you're
I think-
furry and you have a ring of warmth, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
a
that's
ring of warmth. Yeah, so you're good.
Didn't
Good.
buy-
I'm actually taking off clothes.
You didn't buy warmer clothes.
You
Either.
only have a loincloth. You were just gonna.
I gave him the ring of warmth
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I didn't
He's
have
a
any.
man in a loincloth and wearing a ring of warmth. He's fine.
Yeah. And I bought
The only thing he's
clothes
got
for-
left to take off is the loincloth, and I mean, I guess he could if he really felt froggy, but...
That's That's up to y'all.
It's like I'm a minotaur. Bam. Okay. Casimir, even though he's wearing light clothes, doesn't seem to be negatively affected. So Osgood, you're the only one without heavy clothing, as per
Yeah.
this conversation, but you wrapped yourself in the cat cloak. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So as you all bundle yourselves up as best you can and continue winding even further up these massive sheer cliffs. Book, pages, things, stuff. Excellent. Okay. That's too far. It's not far enough. I love books. Of course not. Okay. So you make it. Oh God, I'd say probably. Let me figure this out. So you get to about this portion of the switchbacks. Actually, right here, and you see in front of you, the path continues. Just wow, really? Now you're in darkness again.
Into the darkness.
You notice that these mountains have pretty much opened up. Yeah. So like the more you travel, the more as you go higher up, you can see the valley and things down below. You see that the path continues to wind up in this direction, switching back even further. Let's see, because of things. Yeah, it's about So how many miles can y'all travel in a day? That's the question. On horses, probably a good amount.
Yeah, I would
20.
say so.
At least 20 miles.
One
Yeah.
horsepower.
Horses, didn't we say it was like
Yeah, it's
3
a
or 4
lot.
miles an hour?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could make unless we're like all of a sudden knee deep in snow or something.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather does get more treacherous as you all continue further and further up, and it seems like this entire region is not only blanketed by cold, but a persistent and constant snow that seems to get heavier as you move. However, the horses seem somewhat acclimated, even if they're a bit cold. At least for now. It continues to wind up around this smaller mountain here, and then you see that. Let's see. Of course. It's probably about 4:30 at this point. The wind is howling against your ears and whipping against your faces as you trudge on. Down the path, just slightly further, you see what appears to be a gatehouse. Heavy stone, like trenched into the actual like side of this pass in this mountain, and you see below you even more sheer cliff that just disappears into the fog. And if you look up to the other side of you, again, the mountain just climbs into the sky and disappears. I would say, yeah, you get close enough so this can be read. Yeah, so head through the wind and the snow, you see a high wall of black stone, and you see that it is lined with spikes and topped by large statues. As you all proceed even closer, you see that the statues appear to be demonic vultures with horned heads. Set
Welcoming.
Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis. And as you all are within about 80 feet or so of it, you see that behind the iron portcullis burns a curtain of green flame. And I will put
I
you
know
on
anything about this?
the map. Give me a second. Map. It's a map. It's a map.
The portcullis is made of copper.
Iron.
Have I been anywhere where I might know what the hell this is?
Probably not. I don't think you've ever traveled
Right.
in this area. This would be very dangerous.
I imagine I wouldn't have, yeah.
And I'm putting you on the map, so give me 1 second. There's a Trovic. There's a Trovic. Place the Trovic on the map. Why is the Trovic tiny? Oh, Trovic's actually right size for once. Holy shit. It's a miracle.
No tiny trophy this time.
Tiny everybody.
Very large map.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Very large map indeed.
Was this a
Traffic
valley?
is off the edge of the cliff, though.
I'm putting people in the right spots. You calm down. I'll make Trovic whatever size he needs to be. You stop it. Casimir riding with the Osgood.
Make me the size of the rock. That's more accurate.
You all are the size of what you are.
Damn it.
Good try.
Good try that. So you see in front of you this large gate and the green flame sitting behind the iron bars in front of it. As Casimir just kind of looks over and so the pass has been reactivated. This could be a bit troublesome.
How so?
Let me make sure global is on here because I don't want you to be not seeing
I
my
glance
stuff.
over at Kalma.
There it is. Okay. So you all are faced looking at no, of course not. So over on the left hand side of your screen, if you will, I'm going to do this real quick. Can I delete this and then no, I can't delete this because it's going to delete the whole thing. Okay, so I will move you all for one brief second
Okay.
just so you can see what the thing is, and then we'll go back to where we are. Because so basically,
Ooh.
this is what you see. Standing in front of you is this large gate with the spiked spires and the two large statues with vultures that have horns on their heads. The iron portcullis in front of you and a green flame behind it.
Fun. Yeah, I stick with my
Huh.
my earlier comment. Very welcoming.
This seems not great.
How do we get around this?
I mean, we don't even know what
Casimir
it
just
is yet.
What?
kind of looks. He's like, to be honest, I'm not sure this wasn't here the last time.
You mean they just built an entire castle in... Oh, right. It was 20 years, wasn't it? I suppose there would be enough time.
I think he's talking about the gate being active.
Oh. Well, fair, I guess.
The gate, the flame, yeah, none of that.
Magi
Wow.
friend, you can teleport, yeah?
I mean, unless that's a physicalized wall.
You could probably get through there and open it for us.
Let's see what's going on first.
But
We are a ways away.
also, if he goes through the wall and there's got bad guys over there, he may not be able to come back. And he'll
Yeah,
be by
good
himself.
point.
I'll make a big poof of smoke when I get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. We should just have a look then and see what's going on first.
Are these distances representative? Or...
Yes,
Okay.
everything is scaled accurately.
Okay.
Say we move up and investigate.
Do you?
Yeah, let's see what we see.
Yeah. There's only one way to do it is just go there and look.
Yeah.
So you're there. Ish. And people have disappeared behind Esmeralda. There we go. Okay. Oh. All right. So as you get closer, yeah, you see that Gate's about 30 feet high. The side walls are about 20 feet high, and they have stone spikes pointing out the top of them. As you approach, and how close are you getting, Gaynor? I guess would be the question.
Right where I am. Right by Baron.
So how far away is that? From the gate. Okay. As you're standing where you are, nothing seems to happen. You just see this iron gate in front of you, and about 10 feet on the far side of the iron gate are green flames that span the entire...
As much as I know MTC hates it, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. See what I feel.
Okay. So, as you detect magic, you sense that this is an evocation coming from the flames themselves. You sense a... What is it? Type of magic on the gate. You sense an enchantment magic on the gate itself. The green flames emanate an evocation magic similar to Green Flame Blade or something of the like. Just like a fire conjuration of necrotic or ethereal property. Potentially fire property, you're just not quite sure. That's all you got.
Okay. So we should probably stay away from the bars. Because they seem like they're gonna actually either shoot something at us or deal damage in distance.
I mean, they're literally just like metal gate bars.
Oh, but I thought since it's magic from the enchantment magic.
I mean, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Are the hills around the area, are they like kind of flat with snow, or are we like almost in a cavern?
Which hills do you mean? These?
Yeah, the stuff on the side. Are they high?
Those are just like snow moundy type things.
Oh,
more
okay.
or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
These look like
These dash lines are... I can give you a height range for the dash lines. Each dash line is close to 100 feet. So these dashes to those dashes is 100 feet. 100 feet, 100
That's
feet
a
high,
lot.
Ouch.
all the way down.
And we can see through this, right? Like we see
Yeah,
all
you can see through it. You see the green flames over here that kind of obscure your vision.
Okay.
And then past that, you can see another path that continues further on. Yeah.
I get off my horse and I turn to the group of like, well, if you think the bars are bad, maybe I could scale the wall.
Spikes on top.
I have a
20
grappling
rocks
hook.
on the bottom.
What are we gonna do then?
I say bring it on.
I say let's back the horses up. Has
Fine,
flashbacks.
Uh-huh.
So do we want to park the horses like back here?
I mean,
Sure.
how far is that?
Yeah.
that's probably
Sure.
most
Sure.
things.
So I could pull out. I could get my club or my cape out, and I could go in there and see what's going on.
I'm just gonna put the horses here as a...
Yeah.
Here
You
you
just
go.
need one token. Yeah.
one token as a horse marker.
Just so we remember.
I could see what's going on the other side, or we could send Branwyn over there.
Mhm.
I mean,
Something compa-
how thick do the bars look?
I mean, they're just like
Could I
regular
say-
iron bars for the most part, as far as like thickness, width.
Could I the gaps?
I mean,
Could I
they're...
say structure as a gap?
So I'll move you here for a second so you can see better, but the bars are like vertical and latticed.
I mean, yeah. Could I say squish through as a cat?
Oh, squish through as a cat. I'm sure you could. You want to squish through as a cat?
That's a thought.
But isn't right by the gates a wall of fire?
10 feet on the other side of the gate. That's blocking
Can I
the
see
far
if there's
side
any
of the
sort of
thing.
any
Shrovik,
door?
what you need to do is we all turn into cats, and then you pick us up and chuck us between the bars.
Okay.
And how are you going to all turn into cats?
I mean, stares at my cloak, stares back at Jerovic.
I
There
have
are
third cloak.
3 cloaks.
Bremen, what was your thought before that?
Are there any sorts of doors like here and here?
There are no doors to the best of your knowledge.
Now remember, the bards are enchanted,
Hmm.
so if you get too close, something might happen.
Can you do that
No.
thing where you get rid of the magic?
I could, but I can only do it one more time.
Hmm.
We'd have to take a short rest for me to be able to do it again. Well, scratch that. I could do it 2 more times. You are correct.
Well,
Seems like our best bet.
Okay.
So, before that, 1 second. Bremen, are you approaching as a cat or not? Are you also discussing?
No, because there's nothing I can do after that.
yeah.
So what do you want me to try to spell first?
Probably the
fire or the
bars? Or maybe the fire, so we can see what's beyond it.
I can see what's beyond.
Would they both be within the radius if you're at the bars?
It's one or the other?
I can only choose one or the other.
Oh, okay. It's a
One object.
Yeah, it's one
Gotcha.
of the spell.
okay. Then yeah, I guess the bars.
Okay. I'm
I'm stepping back
going to use
slightly.
my equipment's pack
too.
slot,
I'm doing the same.
which
How
is
far closer are you getting to the bars before you do this?
right here. I could do it within
Stay in the
100.
same spot. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Just asking.
There you go. I'll
Wow.
So-
Kel.
As you cast the spell magic on the bars, your check ends. Okay. Your detect magic still going off, I assume, because one
Yep.
doesn't require the other. The enchantment is now gone from the bars.
So that was a low level enchantment.
Yeah.
All right, let's walk up. Okay, so the bars are no longer enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can walk up and get closer.
So as you approach closer, you are now standing on the outside of the bars that are not moving, and they are heavily set into the ground by whatever mechanism is holding them in place.
Okay. Well, can I look for this mechanism?
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
22.
Okay. So, as you look along the walls and the interior of this place, it seems like there is no lever, there's no winch, hinge, or anything to open these bars.
Did we just dispel the magic that opened the bars?
Now, I'm not saying that's possible.
We are a group of fucking idiots, aren't we?
Kamal sighs, and he goes to the gate. He turns around to Trovic and goes, "Well, you want to help me lift? Maybe we can move it."
Good luck with that. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying right where I am.
Let me see. Let me check something.
I'm just laughing my ass off. and-
Gates and doors, man. Gates
Yeah,
and doors. The
doors.
party's worst flaw.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going
Talking about
to
the balls of fire.
Trevik, what are you doing?
Trovic as he grips the bars. I guess is going to enter a rage.
Okay. So it's advantage on strength checks, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I would say Kelma is assisting you.
Yeah.
Super advantage?
I was going to say, how do I deal with this? Do I do double advantage or do I do group roll with advantage?
think-
Let's do triple advantage. So roll 3 times for me, Trovik.
Nice.
Good
wow.
Good
Yeah.
Wow.
So with your powers combined, what is that?
How in the world?
Trovik
Wow.
is MVP.
What in the fuck?
So brushing the mage off to the side slightly, Trovik steadies himself, goes into an angry minotaur rage, and with the assistance of Kelma, begins to lift up on these heavy portcullis bars and raise them out of the ground in which the bars like sealed down into. He lifts and lifts and lifts and just raises it up over his head and kind of throws it up into the air, sealing it in place in the ceiling as he chucks it vertically. Kelma was taken aback by this, was in the middle of lifting and like grabbed on and had to like drop off of it as this thing slides all the way through the top of this structure and basically locks itself in place vertically.
Cartoon Kelma's head himself.
I start laughing and I slap Trovik on the back.
Almost thrown into the ceiling so hard he fuses with the roof.
Yeah, I mean that gate's officially broken now, but it's not closing, so I guess that's a plus. Okay. And
So
you
do we
all are
want-
staring at a green flame wall in front of you.
Do you want me to try to dispel this too?
Might as well. It's there.
Can I take a look? Is there anything on the walls or anything that would say
Wall-
anything?
Walls are clean. Walls
Yeah, I
are
already
smooth.
looked at the
Oh.
walls.
Just making sure.
Can I just hold up a hand for everybody for a moment and then just sort of wander over and be like, "Hello?" Like I don't know. Can I even like call out and be like, "Are we doing something terrible here?"
I
If you
mean,
call out, the only thing that responds is the wind howling against the cliff.
All right, go ahead. Just move back to my horse.
I cast Dispel Magic again.
I need you to make a check for me.
Spell attack check.
Yeah, for each level, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So, yeah.
Oh.
oh,
That is
Yes,
not
I'll
enough.
use the luck to make that again.
You can. If you have luck left.
I do. We had a long rest.
It's
Never
also
mind.
not enough. As you reach out and attempt to cast your Dispel Magic, nothing happens to the curtain of flame.
well, this is fun.
I'm gonna pull out a water skin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. And I'm gonna look back at my water skin and I'd be like, "Do we have any supplies if this goes poorly?"
What do you mean?
I'm thinking I'm just gonna chuck this at the wall of flame and see what happens.
It's a magical
Doesn't-
wall of fire.
That's a good point.
Elmar
But this
has
is
ball
water.
bearings.
Mm.
The
No.
hell are ball bearings going to do?
What the hell is water going to do on magic fire?
But it's fire.
Go for
Surely
it. Try
it'll
it.
do
Go.
something.
Do it.
Cool.
Let's see it.
Kelma just leans against the wall at this time, just
I'm just gonna,
waiting to see the show.
yeah, I want to see this.
yeah.
Okay. So, with
He
bolstering
thinks for a
confidence
moment.
from the group,
Bolstering confidence.
do you throw it?
I need to think about that. Do I have any spells that could do something?
Do
Well,
you
you're-
have spells that could do something? You have your own spell list, so you can look at that.
Yeah. I'd pause and look at the group and be like, maybe I actually have something I could help with. Can you try doing that dispel thing again? I could probably make you a little bit better at
I
that.
have no pack slots left.
Right.
Is it warm in that little corridor?
No,
The fire.
Okay.
the magical fire doesn't seem to be giving off any
Yeah.
heat.
No, I got nothing.
However, the wind is not whipping against you as you're standing inside the corridor, which is kind of
Can I
nice.
make an Arcana check on it?
Sure, make an Arcana check for me. I'll allow it.
Could I also do this with my +5?
He could do it with advantage. I wouldn't allow two
Okay, I'll
checks.
give him advantage. Yeah, sure.
23.
That's better.
There you go.
Much better. Okay. So, this is. It is definitely magical fire, obviously by the green and the glow and the energy. It is not hot in its radius, but you get the feeling that if you tried to cross it, it would burn.
How wide is it?
It covers the entirety of the thing, so let me check.
I'm sorry. How thick is it? Not wide of the hallway.
Good question. It literally just says a curtain of green flame, so we'll say probably about 3 inches.
Okay. For kicks, I want to try something.
Yeah.
Cast
Casually throw a bottle of oil into the fire.
You guess what?
Cast Mold Earth. And I raise about a 3-foot thick piece of earth 5 feet tall.
Where do you raise it at?
Like right in front of the flame. Let me bring a line here.
That's actually a very smart idea.
Now, mind you, I should explain, and you can still do this, that's fine, but 3 inches thick, like front to back wise, covers the entirety of this portcullis top to bottom, side to side.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
It covers the entire hallway. It's just
I'm assuming that means that it's reaching the top of an enclosed corridor.
Yes.
correct.
We can't go over it.
Correct.
We can go through it.
I am aware of this. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I'm misinterpreting what you
I was
do.
grasping at straws for that too. It's not just her. It's
Yeah, it's the entire hallway, top, bottom, width.
top, bottom, left, right. Yep.
Very
Go for
thin.
it. Okay. So you make
And
your
I
mold
look at
earth.
Trovic and I say, push it over.
Oh,
Do you want to do that? Make a strength check.
I'll help Trovic push.
He's already got advantage. He's still
okay.
raging. It's
Okay,
only
never
been,
mind. All right, never
Am I
mind.
still raging?
I think you would be.
Think of like the slab of wood, but made out of
Oh, it says I can enter for up to 1 minute.
Yeah, so you're still
Yeah, and like non
frothing at the mouth.
Loud monkey noises.
I mean, rage and non-combat's a little bit looser, but yeah.
It's about
Okay.
double rolls.
Dude, I don't know what you need your double rolls. It's kind of
I,
ridiculous.
you know what? I might change the thing to ask me to roll advantage just for the future stuff, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So easily enough, you shoulder check into this block of molded earth, and you rear back and hit it again, and one more time hit it again, and eventually it falls over through the green flame. As it does this, the green flame wall does not break in any way, shape, or form. The stone simply goes through the wall, and now there's about a foot high or so vertical, or a foot high or so, 3 foot long horizontal piece of stone impeding the path.
So
The flame
we
wall is
just
still
blow
just
a
as
hole in
active
the
as it
wall.
was.
So we blow a hole in the castle wall, we walk through there, and then we find another exit.
I just look at. Oh my god, names escapes me.
That's good.
No, not Osgood. Casimir?
Oh, okay.
Casimir, yeah.
Casimir. Just like, oh my god, I can't believe these are the people.
He just kind of looks at you and just like, oh.
All right. I'm at this point. Kelmar's very frustrated. How tall is this wall?
Okay. The wall is, I think I said, the walls are 20 feet high and lined with stone spikes. The gatehouse itself is 30 feet high.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my rope and grappling hook,
Okay.
and I'm just going to look at the party and go, "Hey, catch me if something happens." And I throw my grappling hook up there.
Okay. You throw the grappling hook. Make an athletics check, just for giggles,
Sure.
or an acrobatics check. I'll say, just for throwing and stuff.
Okay, that was.
What'd you roll? It was athletics
I did
+4.
athletics.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's enough. You get the grappling hook up and cinched into what appears to be the far side of the wall based on the rope that you threw. Maybe 1 second. I gotta look at what happens. Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. So you throw the grappling hook over. Are you climbing the wall, trying to scale it? You're gonna get over.
Yeah. I'm
You're
just
climbing
gonna...
up here on the 30-foot section.
I thought you said it was a 20-foot section.
These are the 20-foot sections.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll go to the 30-foot
So like the straighter
section.
wall is the 20-foot section, and then it's got spikes up top. So like basically, and I'll move you over to this right quick so you can see a better visual of it. On the scroll left. Yeah, so basically this is the 20-foot section here,
Okay.
and this would be the 30-foot section.
Well, I'm going to go with the 30-foot section because I'm not too keen because of that cliff.
Heavy spikes and cliffs. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. So you begin to walk your way up the wall, and you make your way up. It takes a minute. You're all kind of just watching Kelma as he climbs. For a moment. And as he gets to the top...
I'm just going to poke my head through like a little bit. I'm not climbing all the way up. I'm just kind of, when I get to the ledge, I'm going to just kind of poke my head and look around.
Okay. As you look over to the other side, you see the path that continues to climb further and further up the mountain. You see a small guardhouse or a tower about 20 or so feet off from the far side of the gate on the right-hand side. That's this building over here. I don't know if you can see the ping, but...
Oh, I saw the ping, yeah.
Yeah, you see that type of building over there. It looks like an outpost of some sort. Don't see anything on the other side except more path.
I pull out one of my ball bearings
Mm-hmm.
and I chuck it towards the guardhouse to see if anything comes up or anything happens.
Clangs off the side of the stone and sinks into the snow below.
I'll climb up to the ledge and kind of give a look around.
Okay. As you climb up onto the ledge itself, sorry, apologies. Excellent. Okay, so as you climb up to the ledge, and you're standing on the top of it and looking back down at the group, looking over, and contemplating your next move.
Yeah, I still have my hand on the rope though.
Yeah. No, for sure. You hear the cracking of stone coming from your left and your right. As the two statues that were on top of the gatehouse begin to shift and animate.
I immediately start sliding down, like rappelling down the wall, yelling, the statues are moving.
And as you slide down the wall, I need everybody to roll initiative. Hold on, let me clear this. Hold on. Sorry. I remember that I have things. I apologize. Okay. So what was that first roll? I'll keep that for whoever it was if they want it. That was Osgood 11. Got it. Boom. I'll make an Osgood 11. Come on now. Do the things. You...
That's not bad.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Have fun, guys.
Okay. And everybody make sure you click on your tokens before you roll.
I was on the wrong selector. That's my bad.
That's fine. I got you. That was a good enough score to be kept. So that's 23. Casimir gets an initiative. Irina gets an initiative. Horse
Essie?
gets an initiative.
Horse.
Yeah, Ezzy. Sorry. Wow, it's gonna be a day. And each one of these gets an initiative. Okay, so, where are we at? We're gonna do that, and then we are going to do this.
How's my initiative lower than a horse?
Good question. Gaynor, you hear Kalma shout this out as you see him begin to rappel down the rope back towards the party.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I am backing out of this tight hallway.
Mhm.
While they're still up in the
Each
air.
square is 10 feet, by the way, so
Alright.
that's some numbers, I think.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Might be
back
right.
up to about here.
Yeah, one square is 10 feet, okay?
Wait, was that 15? Back up.
Oh. Yeah, I should make you all drawings, actually, so that way this is easier, because otherwise it's going to move you in. Sorry, continue. I'm just doing critical stuff.
I can see these things, right, at this point? Might look up.
Yeah, hold on, so let me get rid of this real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, so you can see these things at this point.
Let's see.
Oh, God.
I guess, I'll start by attacking.
Okay.
I'll start with Eldritch Blast, and I'll cast both of them at this dude here.
Okay, make your attack roll, sir.
Oh, whoops. 15, 18, and I'll roll another damage.
Yeah, roll another damage for me. 13 force and
15 force.
Nice.
13 force.
Then he's
Okay.
20.
So, okay, very nice. Is there a push on any of that?
Yep.
That is 26 points of damage. Very
Nice.
nice.
Plus 26 or 20 feet of push.
20 feet of push.
10 for
Oh.
each.
Okay. So 20 feet of push. Boop. And is now falling. That's 30. 60. It is going to. Sorry.
Oh, it fell?
Yeah, it fell off the other side.
It's going to take 6 more points of damage.
Good job.
Alright. Are you doing anything else?
Let's see real quick here. Bonus action. No, I'm good.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to be right back.
Okay.
I do apologize. Just like 30 seconds after this.
Time to entertain chat.
Yeah.
Go Fig. That's your job.
It's my job. Zippy doo. Just
Do you
want to say thanks again to chat for coming on and watching the stream. And this battle is brought to you by nothing.
Wow.
that's yeah, looks like we're gonna be in a little bit of danger zone here super quick. And again, if you ever miss any of our sessions, type D&D into chat, !D&D. I'll put it in there right now. That's a link to the One Shot Tavern. If you subscribe to that channel, and if you ever miss one of our sessions, you'll be able to watch it, the recording every Wednesday up on there as well. Definitely appreciate your support.
Alright. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Little ones bothering me and banging at the door in the middle of recording a session, because of course. Alright, so you move back a little bit. Is there anything else? Is that you? You done?
I'm
done.
done. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Either or both. Everyone. Is everybody?
Everybody's done.
Okay, thank you guys. Sorry for that. Bremen. What you
Cool.
doing? Oh yeah, my
Boop.
combat music
I
needs to
am.
actually play all my combat music. That's frustrating.
I am booping back there because nope. I am not being at the front of these things. And then I'm going to attempt to shoot the only one that I can see now.
Yeah, because the other one's technically falling behind the line. Yep. Behind
Yeah.
the wall. Okay, shoot away.
I mean, it's probably not going to do much, but let's see what it does.
Whoa,
Wow, that rolled
that's
a lot.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh, because it's rolling all the sneak attacks.
Yes, that's
Wow.
amazing. I love that. I love that so much.
That's so beautiful. No, leave it on. I love it. That's great.
Yes. No, keep that on forever.
However, the crossbow shot is going to miss.
Uh,
As you pull back and just... It glances off of the stone itself. You start to get the feeling this heavy wind might have had something to do with messing your shot.
At least that's what I'm going to tell everyone.
That's what you're going to tell everyone. Okay.
That's all I can do.
All you got. Esmeralda. Ooh, what's Esmeralda gonna do? Yeah, she's gonna do a thing. Oh no,
thing.
that's so much stuff. Yeah, she's gonna do a thing. Important characters. Wow. I swear, I think I hate my buttons today. I'm sorry. Player characters. NPCs. Esmeralda. There we go. There's a character sheet. Of course she doesn't. Why would she have anything fun? That'd be too easy.
She has a crossbow.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. She actually... she has a crossbow. She's going to use the magic missile.
Fancy.
She doesn't?
No, she has hand axes. Dos. She has a crossbow, but no bolts.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I stole her bolts.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no.
She's going to cast magic missile.
I swear to God, if that's the
That
thing.
roll.
We're such assholes.
I didn't know whose it was, and I just didn't mention it.
Yeah.
And that is going to do 12 points of force damage to that one. That she can see as well. And then she is going to also retreat down the mountain path this way. And that is her turn. We are up to Vrock number 1. Vrock number 1. What do you do, buddy?
ROC or ROCK?
VROCK, Brock.
Good.
Fly speed. Ooh, that's nice.
He does have to go up the. If he wants to go through over the wall, he has to go up it, right?
Yes, he does. He has to go up the 30 feet before he can go over the 30 feet. Yeah. Yes, he does. Ooh.
Or I'm just saying he could go through the green wall of fire.
I mean, he could. Let's see. Alright. So, Big Vrock in the corner is going to... That's 10 feet. 30 feet up would be here. So that's 40 feet, right? It's going to 50 feet. And then he is going to... what is he going to do? He is going to drop down 10 more feet. So now he's 20 feet above you all, more or less.
Oh, that's nice.
And... yeah. He is going to... oh, that's not fun.
Okay, I mean, let me think about it for a moment. I have a thing.
Yeah, so...
It's not your turn, though.
it's not your turn.
It's a reaction.
What's your reaction? It has to be done when something makes an action.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a attack roll, but I get the feeling this is what's gonna happen.
As it drops down, it is going to emit a loud, horrifying screech.
Oh,
And I need everyone within 20 feet of it, which would be Osgood, and I think it might just be Osgood.
God damn it.
Because technically it's 20 feet up on top of being
Sure.
away from you guys. So in theory, it wouldn't be close enough to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that is... Oh no, what happened here? Oh no, this is not good. Okay. Yeah, so I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. That's good.
Nice.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
Mhm.
You are frightened for a moment, but you are unaffected by this screech as you just kind of stare down this creature that's flapping its massive wings and like this blood-curdling scream it lets out.
I'm better off dead anyways.
Mm-hmm. You say that now.
Fuck my character flaw.
So, ooh, fun stuff. This one is going to drop down, diving towards you, Kelma. You're still on the rope, I would assume. You haven't gotten all the way down, probably. You're close to sliding down. You're probably about 10 feet off the ground, but
Yeah, I was saying I was probably like more than halfway or something.
no, for sure. It is going to make 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its talons. That is a beak attack. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
So we're gonna make a talon attack. 23 to hit.
Yep.
For 9 slashing damage.
Oh no.
Indeed.
That's not good.
And that is its turn. Okay. As it also screeches out, not nearly as loud. Casimir, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Casimir's probably gonna hide because that's what it seems like Casimir might do. We'll see though. Yeah, Ollie's got his daggers. Ooh. You know what? No. Casimir is going to cast a firebolt.
Nice.
Badass Casimir. I like.
At a 17 to hit, that's going to go toward this guy, which would be 13 points of fire damage, unless... Okay, so it takes half that. On a 7. Yeah, we tried. And then he is going to try and go over near the snow bluff and get the hell out of the way. That was good. Your turn.
I'm gonna look at these things.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look like the type of enemy who can be affected by a guiding bolt?
Affected, yes. They're creatures. Anything can really be affected by a guiding bolt.
They're a big old chunk of stone, though.
I mean, you can still damage stone with a guiding bolt.
Good point.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna move back about 30 feet first.
Okay.
Because I don't want to deal with that fucker right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Cast your guiding bolt.
Wow. That's a lot of
Yes.
dice.
Yeah, but
Yep.
that's only an 8 to hit, so that misses.
What kind of damage is this? Radiant, right? It's not piercing.
Mm-hmm.
He looks annoyed, but doesn't say much else.
Go to shoot your guiding bolt. It misses entirely, glancing once again off the stone behind the rock as it just kind of looks at you. And you can hear a voice in your head.
What?
Your aim must be better than that, tiny morsel of food.
I apologize. I'll try my best to hit you better next time. Yeah, that's my turn.
Come on, what are you doing?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm about to pull some monk shit. I'm going to because since he's looking right at me and I'm hanging on that rope.
Yeah, he's like just clawed you while you're hanging on the rope.
Just gonna call him hanging on the rope. I'm just gonna snarl, and I'm just gonna think back what Trovik said to me this entire time about focusing my rage, and I'm gonna rage.
By the way, just so you guys can see what it is. Oh, okay, rage.
Hey, raging monk.
Shit.
Yes.
I have extra attack. I'm gonna remember that for next turn.
Remember that for next turn.
You
Doesn't
should.
affect spells.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
Hold on.
Does it affect spells?
No.
No, it's if you take the attack action, you attack twice instead of once. That's all extra attack is.
So I just
Okay.
raged.
So, Kelma, this green and black necrotic energy begins to pulse from a wound in Kelma's chest as his eyes begin to glow. And then all of that energy gets absorbed back into his body as he begins this enraged form.
And I just let out like a blood curly scream, and I let go of the rope, and as I drop down, because 10 foot drop is not going to do anything to me.
10 foot doesn't even hurt you.
Doesn't even hurt me. I'm going to come down two-handed on this guy's head with my staff.
Okay. Brings your staff.
23.
23 is going to hit. It didn't roll the damage though, so
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it didn't roll the damage.
it's all good. I'll roll the damage for it. It's fine. It was, or you can re-roll the damage. Actually, it's up to you. But
Yeah, hold on, let me.
because I rolled a 6, but I think I hit the wrong button. Yeah.
There we go. There, we just.
All right, so we'll do the 11 damage from that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, so 11
Okay.
damage with your quarterstaff. Say +1, so it's a magical quarterstaff. Make sure.
Magical quarterstaff.
Perfect.
And,
Okay, so
and
that
let's
is
see.
11 points of damage. Yes, yes, indeed.
And don't I get a? What else do I get?
You
for
have
rage?
extra attack. Oh, and +2 for rage. Yeah. So.
Plus 2 for 13.
Yep.
All right.
Got you.
And then as I'm dropping down after I hit him once in the head,
Mhm.
as I'm coming down, I literally do a kind of like a flip in the air, and I hit him in the jaw with my quarterstaff two-handed again. So I'm like spin attacking this guy midair.
Whap, whap. Yep. Pulling some
Don't
Donatello shit.
20.
That
Plus 2,
hits
that's 9.
For 7, 9. Okay. That's 9. Okay.
Plus 9. And
As
then
you whap it in the head, pop it in the bottom of the jaw, screeches and squeals.
and I scream out as I come land. I was like, I just kind of this weird. Kelma doesn't even sound like his normal self anymore. He just has like this loud kind of like bestial growl to him now, and he's just like, "Get away from the cliffside!"
Not.
Okay. You doing anything else? Rage
do I
was
have
your
any-
bonus action, so.
Do I have any movement?
I mean, you can move. If you move out of its range, it's still going to get an attack of opportunity. But yeah, you can move.
Well, am I technically out of his range? Because I dropped 10 feet, and he was standing there. You see what I'm saying? Like, if he was 10 feet with me, and I dropped, and then I just bolt away.
Well, so here's the thing, right? So if you drop all the way down, he's going to get the attack of opportunity when you leave his range anyway.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if you dropped and he's flying still, then he would get that attack as soon as your 2 attacks were over.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then after he attacks, which he's about to do right now, just because of things and giggles,
Yeah,
you would get your movement, yes.
yeah. Okay.
So we'll check that. So that's a 23 to hit
Yes.
for 14 piercing.
Well, and that's half, right?
Half because you're raging, so you take 7 piercing. Yes. So as you whap it in the head, pop it again, and you're falling, it reaches out with a blind claw and cuts across your back, not hurting you as much as it should have. And you're now landed on the ground, almost 3-point stance. Where would you like to move?
I'm going to immediately. Hold on, I gotta measure it out because make sure it's right. I immediately go down to where the group is. Oops, wrong button. I just sprint down.
Okay.
With my quarterstaff out, just kind of frothing at the mouth at that point.
Okay. The horses are going to make a constitution check to make sure they don't fucking go crazy. The horses are almost jostled, but they're not panicking just yet. Trovik, what are you doing? Got one flying about 10 feet above you, and then you've got the other one that's 15 feet in the air, something like that. One on each side of you.
Okay. So they're both up in the air, is what you're saying?
Yes. Now, granted, this one is 10 feet off the ground. You are probably about 7 foot tall. And you have a great axe, I believe. I don't know the attack reach on that. I'm blanking right now.
It doesn't have reach. It's just 5.
Just 5. Okay.
That's fine. I'll back up for this one because they're obviously flying. So
yeah, I mean they can't attack you. They're out of range, so you could move just fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a step back here.
Okay. For sure.
And then I'll also rage again.
Okay. Raging man.
I will throw a javelin.
Ooh. Javelin.
Normal.
It's gonna miss as you throw the javelin towards this creature, and it just kind of like reaches out with its claw and grabs it in midair and snaps the javelin in half.
Okay, goodbye, javelin.
And I think you have a couple more, but yeah.
Yeah.
Feel bad if it was the only javelin you had, but no, it takes it and just kind of like looks at it and snaps it.
Let's see. There's a throne. Using two, sorry, I have a meta question. Using 2 weapon, would I be able to throw another weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so I can just throw another javelin. Is what you think? Or
yes, and I mean in theory you have extra. No, you don't have extra tech 'cause you're multi-class. So.
I don't right now. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, with 2 weapon fighting, you could throw another javelin. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Because technically it's a different weapon. It's not the same javelin. It's a different javelin. Chuck a javelin. Yeah, that one's gonna hit. +2 for your. Is it still +2 for your rage? I think it's +2 for your rage. So I don't think it changed yet. Okay. So +2 for your rage, and I think you have Divine Soul that you add to that too, right?
While you're raging, first creature you hit, yeah.
Yeah. So roll your Divine Soul for me as well. That is 6 plus 2. So that is 10 points of total damage because the javelin is not magical. So damage is halved, and then you get your rage on top, and then you get your Divine Fury. So it's 6 plus 2 plus 2. So 10 points of damage to the Vrak. As the second javelin, after it snaps the first one in its claw, and just kind of looks at you, it catches another javelin right to the wing, and just like screeches out in pain. Yeah. You do anything else on your turn, my friend?
Nope.
All right, top of the list. We're back to Gaynor.
Oh, whoops, wrong button. Okay. So don't have a lot of options here. With the 60-foot range, I could hit this thing, right?
Yeah.
20 feet in the air.
Yeah, 20 feet in the air.
So I cast Pull the Dead on that creature.
Okay. You certainly do.
Hit points, yes. And
So wisdom save.
wisdom save of 15 or higher.
Oh my god. I'm glad y'all can't see that. That's awful.
What happened?
What is the save? You said 15 or higher?
15 or higher.
It rolled a 22.
Oh.
Jesus.
No, what just happened on my screen, because I've got my saves on a macro, so it rolls 12 saves, because it rolls all the saves at once, so 12 d20s just rolled across my screen. Oh, it's a whole mess.
I'll back up.
So it just does nothing if it misses, or does it do half of it misses?
I think it does nothing if it misses. Let's see.
Double check that for me, because I don't think that's right.
The target
Might be
must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take the damage. If the target is missing any hit points, it's 112 or 2d12s.
Oh, okay.
So he takes no damage.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, as you attempt to cast Hold the Dead, it just doesn't take effect. Doesn't go off.
I'm just gonna back up further.
Mm-hmm.
Down a little way.
Backing up further down the pass.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, Brandon.
Cool. Let's go.
My curtain just fell off my window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A sec.
Do I want to do that? That would take my action, wouldn't it?
What would take your action?
To attempt to semi-calm the horses?
I'd say you can do that as part of a free action if you want.
Okay, yeah, because I want
It
to go
would be
past
part
them.
of your
Can I
movement. Yeah, it'd be part of your movement.
I want to go past them anyway, so can I attempt to, like, kind of calm them?
Sure, make an animal handling check for me.
Oh, God.
They're animals. You're handling them. What do you
I
owe God?
know. It's a 1. It's +1.
5.
It's fine.
Good job.
At least I'm trying.
You are trying. Unfortunately, you running at the horses doesn't seem to calm them at all. They begin to get a little more frightened as you dash in their direction.
Damn it. Well, I'm going to carry on moving a bit more this way.
Okay.
So that
As
I'm away
you
from
are
the edge.
walking further out into this deep bluff of snow, it will become
Yes.
difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'm not attempting to move in it. I just want to get away
No, I
from
know.
the
I'm just
edge.
saying, like, away from the
Hide
edge.
in
the
But, like,
snow.
once you get past like the 5 feet out type thing, it's difficult terrain
Yeah.
for the purposes of movement.
Okay. And seeing as that didn't use my action to calm the horses, I'm going to attempt to shoot at probably that one, because it... ping that one, because I have less chance of shooting someone else based on line of sight stuffs. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I love all those dice.
it's a 10. That's gonna miss.
Yeah, it's gonna miss. I'm blaming the wind. I'm blaming the wind.
Mm-hmm. Yet another crossbow bolt goes off the side of the cliff, carried by the wind. Yeah. All right. At the end of your turn.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. So Esmeralda. What is she going to do? Ooh. That's a good question. What is she gonna do? No, not yet. That's too much right there. Yeah, so seeing Casimir's thing didn't do as much as it wanted to do, she's gonna do another magic missile. Because why not? That's what she got. That is 9 points of force damage. She's gonna shoot the one that was higher up in the air. And got a javelin to the wing, because it's not happy. I need to stop closing out of these windows. That's really what I need to do. It's the end of Esmeralda's turn. And we're on to the Vrock. The Vrock! Okay, so the one that's 20 feet up in the air is going to fly down and towards the group. It's going to get to about here.
Get here.
It's going to get right in the middle of all of you guys.
Oh, goodness.
About 5-10 feet. Well, it's down now and kind of lands in your area, in the middle of all of you guys. And you see these spores and this cloud kind of emit from the creature itself, from every bit of its pores.
Does this count as an attack action?
No, this is something you need to make a saving throw for.
God damn it.
Need everybody in that area, which is Kelma, Casimir, Brenwyn, Gaynor, Riding Horse, Osgood, Esmeralda, to
20.
make a saving throw.
What? A what save?
Constitution
Con
saving
save.
throw.
Okay.
We're
Con
gonna
save. This is gonna end terribly.
gain
Mhm.
advantage to strength checks. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
God,
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
that's
No.
not good.
Oh no. Okay.
Wait.
One second.
I'm being a
gonna-
vial of holy water on the target also ends the effect. I have a vial of holy water.
You could end that effect on your turn.
Do I want to save somebody's life or say that?
What were you saying, Gaynor?
I'm gonna use
Before we
unlock.
got interrupted.
Yeah.
What's that? You're
I'm
using luck.
Yeah.
Use luck.
Nice.
19. Okay. So currently, Kelma, Esmeralda, and Casimir, you are all poisoned.
Are the horses affected?
Oh, the horses. Good question.
Oh, jeez.
I'm. They're right there.
And the horses
God damn.
are poisoned.
Sorry, I had to.
No, you did, and I appreciate that. So, poisoned. Poisoned.
It's a good thing I know a
Poisoned.
guard.
Is that considered a attack? I'm assuming.
No, it is not, I think. Let me
Okay.
check. It is 15-foot radius cloud attack with spores. Da, 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 da. Spores spread around corners. Each creature in that area must succeed on a thing. Yeah.
Because I would have gone with Blood Curse to the ILS if it was an attack.
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
not an
just a
attack.
thing.
It's just a thing. It's like it poofed out spores, and that was the thing. Alright, and that's the end of that one's turn. Sorry, and I need to set him with the poison thing, so I have the poison thing. Poison thing. Perfect. Alright. The other Varrock is going to. It is going to fly in as well. Getting here.
This is bad.
And it is going to use its horrific screech. I need each creature within 20 feet of this, which is a measurement tool of things.
Jeez.
Natural 20.
Yeah, so everybody except Branwyn and... No, actually. That's everybody. I need everybody to make a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
That's a 10. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, so Branwyn, you are stunned for this round.
12.
Gaynor, you are stunned for this round. Trovik, you save. Esmeralda saves. The horses and Casimir are both stunned for this round. So... Sorry. And who else was it? It was Gaynor got stunned. Okay, boom. Sorry. Boom. Okay, got it. Stunned. Okay. Alright. So, that is the Vrock's turn. We are back to turn order. So that's a Casimir, who cannot move because he's stunned. Osgood, it's your turn. You have a Vrock in your face that has put spores out and tried to mess with everybody and things.
I look back at our horses and I sort of hesitate, and then I grab a vial of holy water and pour it on a horse. I'm saving us at least some hassle, and I'm mounting the horse and riding.
The horse can't move.
Right. Wait, it's stunned, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay,
So as
well...
you dump the holy water on the horse and hop
Yep, I'm
onto it
getting rid
and
of
try
that
and click it and yaw it, it's stationary.
Right.
One
In
of the
that case-
horses is now not poisoned out of the 5 that you have.
Right. In that case, I sort of swear under my breath in a foreign language. I hop off the horse and I guess move back.
It takes all your movement to hop on and then hop back off.
Right, well, I'm
'Cause
here
it
then.
takes half your movement to hop on, half your movement to hop off. So
Yeah, that's fine.
you like mounted, swore, dismounted,
Mhm.
and I would say it's a bonus action to dump the holy water. So, what are you doing?
I have an action left, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll make a revolver attack. Wait, this is point blank range. Would that count as at disadvantage if it's a revolver attack?
If you're shooting this one, yeah, it would.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use my Psyforged Blade instead.
Yes. Okay. Make your attack.
That's
a
15 to hit.
15. That just hits. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Roll the damage. So.
Damage is 26 plus 3. That's 9
points of piercing damage. Okay.
From there, once per turn, I may make a ranged attack on a single target within 60 feet of the blade as an action. Oh, okay. Can't do that. In that case, I'll go with extra attack. Do it again.
Okay. So it's -9. Sorry, so that's 46.
That's 18 to hit.
Am I doing my math right or am I losing my mind?
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're doing it right.
No, I don't think I am, but give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this because I'm dumb. There we go, -9, that's better. And it's an 18 to hit, that hits. Roll your damage.
Yep. 6.
That is 6. Okay. That is 6. Okay. It is still.
How's that, you fucker?
He keeps waving his wings. He's like, I could feel that one.
Good.
You're hearing this in your head. Nobody else hears anything.
Yeah, no, I'm still yelling it out.
That's fine. Kelma, you are poisoned, my friend. What are you doing?
Well, still in my rage, and I'm assuming this one here, he's landed, right?
Yeah, he's down on the ground now.
Okay. I go on full attack. I do a quick spin with my quarterstaff, and I hit him upside the head two-handed with my quarterstaff.
Would this be
Okay.
with advantage? Because he's...
Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So it would be a straight roll.
Okay.
So 22, that hits. Did you say one-handed or two-handed?
I said two-handed, so I'll go with the 7. Plus 2, that's 9.
7 plus 2 is 9, absolutely. Okay.
All right.
And as you whap it.
Then I come up again with the quarterstaff, and I take another two-handed swing at him again.
Okay. Whippity bat. It's an 11, that's going to miss.
And then I do a stunning strike.
Okay. Bonus action stunning strike. Pop.
Yep.
Hit a button for me.
Oh, sorry. Bam.
What is the save DC?
Okay, 1 point of trying to Constitution.
It's Constitution, but what's your save DC? It should be your basic DC on your character sheet.
I
Let me check. Give me a second.
hold on. Oh, I see it. 13.
13.
Yeah.
Is that your monk skills DC as well? I'm losing my mind. Is that right?
Well, no. It says under stunning strike. It says if it fails a con saving throw, DC 13.
Okay. Well, it rolled a nat 1. So it is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Yes.
Casually has the plus 12 to con.
Okay. So hold on. So if it's stunned,
Can't do it. It can't do anything until my next turn.
Right. I'm aware. I'm looking to see if that changes conditionality for other things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't think it does. Okay. All right. So, anything else on your turn, Kelma?
A stunned creature is incapacitated. Does that change something?
Am I in the range of this guy at all?
What's that?
Am I in
No,
the range
not
of
at
this guy? Okay. All right, I'm just going to shift over a
I mean,
little
it's
bit.
actually probably landed, so yeah, I would say, yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was just going to just shift over a little bit.
Actually, no, it's flying 10 feet ahead. Yeah, so you're good.
Okay.
You're fine. You can
Okay.
shift. You can shift.
Okay.
For sure. Okay, so you shift around. Got that.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. The horses are stunned. Looking pretty and stunned. Trovik, you have Big Bad Rock right above you. It's down in your attack range now if you want to melee it, but it's like, it's not on the ground. It's just like hovering 5 feet.
Okay.
She can swing.
This is gonna be interesting.
Ooh.
So-
interesting.
I'm going to
Cast Fireball.
Trovik's actually a 7th level sorcerer.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to what does it say? I have to do. I'm going to swing at the rock first.
Oh, you're using maneuvers.
I am.
Fancy. Which maneuver are you using, my friend?
I'm going to use maneuvering attack.
Okay.
If I hit, that is.
Okay. Absolutely. Make your attack roll. That definitely hits. Click the maneuvering attack button, so I should be able to see what maneuvering attack does.
Okay.
Or whatever like the term is, so that way I can just see what it does.
Oh, and
Oh,
it
of
rolled the
course
thing.
Oh,
Here.
of course it did. That's fine.
Display.
So yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Next one is okay, so yeah, the fury dice detects damage roll. So yeah, so that would be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'll give that to. I know she can't move, or she can move, right? Esmeralda.
Yeah, she can move.
Okay, I'll shout out to her to get behind me.
And you choose a friendly creature you can see here. That creature can use its reaction to move to have its movement speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Whoop.
Okay, and then
Very good play.
I will. Oh, I.
And that
roll
is
for the
15
damage
slashing plus 1 lightning plus 2 rage
plus 4.
plus 4. So that is 4. God, that's so much numbers. 5,
Yeah,
6,
alright, that's
7,
why it's gonna be interesting.
22. No,
What the
you're
hell's
fine.
the damage type for Hugh? Holy shit.
All right. Next, are we ready for the next part?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna use the War General to swing again.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Jesus.
I also forgot to roll Divine Fury, so there's that too.
Hold on. So what was the 4?
So the 4 is because I use the maneuvering attack. I add a superiority dice roll to the damage.
Oh, to the damage. Right. Got it. Okay, I get that. Sorry. I thought it was the to hit roll, but it's the damage roll. You're right. Absolutely right. So that's the plus 4 to that. So I'll add that plus 4 first. And then that is a 12 slashing and 5
That's 41
lightning.
damage.
So that is 17 damage. Yes, indeed. It's still flying, but it's not
Still
happy.
flying? Oh, action surge then.
Actually, hold on. So that's 5 lightning and 1 lightning. I apologize. It did take half of that as lightning damage.
Okay.
So it has 5 more health than it did. But yeah, so you can action surge for sure. Go for it.
And I will swing again.
Action surge and Trovik. It's like its own action figure. It's like now with more button swings. Good God, I should not have given you Hugh. That was a mistake. That is 7. Oh, I'm not counting the rage. So that's plus 2, so that's plus 2, so that's 9, so that'd be 11. Plus 2 is 13. Okay, so minus 13.
At minimum, 52 points of damage.
You're not having the lightning, so yeah. But yeah, I understand what you mean. It slots. Okay, and you still have another attack as your extra attack.
I do not have extra attack. I will.
Oh, you don't have extra attack. You're right. I apologize.
I will
So
have
that's
my
gonna
turn
be
there.
Okay. Good man. It is still hovering, even though you've chopped its wings to bits, and like the stone bits of it are like starting to crumble and flake away. It's not having a good day.
It's just a taste, Mr. Rock thing.
Gaynor, you are stunned and cannot do anything this turn. Branwyn, you are stunned and cannot do anything
Wait a
this
minute.
turn.
I thought it was until our next turn. Wasn't it?
Until the rocks
It's
next
until
turn.
the rock's next turn.
God damn it.
So
Yeah, that's
we miss
why
a turn.
That's why I took the gamble for the stunning strike, so that way you guys could be safe.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
Esmeralda's turn. She is going to magic missile again, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She's burning way too many. Actually, no, she's going to firebolt, because why the hell not? That hits. Does
Nice.
1 point of fire damage. But she doesn't burn a spell slot to use it. She's going to tuck up against the stone over here and away from the cliff. That's going to be her turn. Vrock doesn't get its turn because it's stunned. So now, Gaynor, you are no longer stunned. Boop. Branwyn, you are no longer stunned.
Yay.
Casimir is no longer stunned. And the other Vrock that is very hurty on health is going to turn around and make attacks towards you, Trovic, because
Bring it.
you beat its ass all to hell and back and it wants revenge. So it is going to make... What does it do? You know what? No.
What? What do I know?
Huh. It is going to look at you, look at its hurt wing, cry out into the sky, and attempt
No.
to summon a lesser demon. It has somebody, I'll say Trovic because you're the one having this in the vicinity of you. High or low?
Low.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
As it cries out into the sky, nothing happens.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
That is.
It's the end
I'm
of the
done.
Rock's turn. It is now Casimir's turn, who is going to put his head between his legs and pray, because apparently that's what he's doing nowadays. He's going to magic missile, because he can't miss that way. Thank God. And that is 9 points of force damage to the closest guy. Okay. It's the end of Casimir's turn. Osgood, you're up once again.
All right, I have a really stupid idea. I'm gonna look
my
over
God.
at Trovic. I'm gonna tell him, "How well are you able to tank a hit?"
Bring it on.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Trovic and give him +2 AC for
Ooh.
concentration of up to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
From there, that is a bonus action. My action, I'm going to take 2 more attacks against this Varrock.
Same way.
Let's give you as much AC as you can possibly handle, Trovic. You're going to be
Yeah.
tanking this for us.
I'll need it.
I don't see how that's
Yeah.
a dumb plan.
Yeah.
It's about the only thing I got. I've lost my healing now. That's the problem.
Because it's stunned, he's supposed to be rolling with advantage, right?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
So just roll the entire thing normal because you're not rolling damage right now, so
Yeah, no. I'm just rolling to hit.
that's fine.
22.
Okay, yep, 22 hits.
And then
Okay.
damage.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa, what the hell? My D6 got caught on its side.
Don't know how
That's
that
interesting.
Yep.
Alright, so the first attack. That's the second
Second
attack.
attack,
It's a crit.
natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I roll this twice, yeah?
I think you click the damage for the one that is the natural 20. And
Yeah.
It should.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit the Cyforge blade
Oh.
under the natural 20, it should roll that damage proper.
Did.
On the,
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yep.
7?
So 7 plus 1 is
8.
8 points of... Oh no, we're doing dice doubled, aren't we?
We are. Yep.
Okay. So that's 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is...
Oh.
11. 11 points of damage.
Nice. Alright, so that's 16
Nice.
points of damage, and then I'm using the rest of my movement to, I guess, get away.
Okay. Oh, the horse is no longer stunned either.
Okay, I'm
Horse is
gonna... Can I canter the horse as part
It's
of my
5
movement,
horses.
or does that... Yeah.
You can make an animal handling check to try and drag 5 horses at once that are fleeing and
Yeah, that's
scared
not
and
gonna
winning
work.
and
That's not
fighting
gonna
from a
work,
demon.
yeah.
I mean, you can.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna move
I'm not going to
back.
stop you. I just say it might be a high DC.
I used the holy water on one horse because I had the idea
Mhm.
that if all the other horses die, at least we have one horse left on the baggage train to carry us.
Makes sense.
I'm moving back.
Come on.
Okay.
What you doing, buddy?
I am still snarling at this thing, and I'm gonna have my quarterstaff and two-handed again, spin, crack
Okay.
him upside the top of the head.
So it's a straight roll because it's stunned. So, but you have disadvantage because of poison, so it's a straight roll. What? Yeah, that's a 27. That's going to hit. You said two-handed?
Two-handed.
Yep, that's a big pop in the noggin.
Yep. I crack him
And
once.
as you crack it in the head, it squeaks out for a moment, gets whapped on the head, and then promptly collapses into the snow, and you hear this heavy poof.
And then just without any action, without any reaction whatsoever, Kalmal just screeches in his rage, charges towards the other one that Trovik's been fighting, and flurry of blows.
Straight attack roll.
Wait. Well, here's a question. Since I hit him once, I have 2 attacks this round. Do I do I get another attack, or because I went to a different person?
I'll let it fly for now. We'll look it up after the game, but I think that
Is
there's
it
a rule
extra
that
attack or is it?
it's extra attack. Is extra attack only on the same target, or can extra attack be shifted? I can't
I
remember.
believe it can be shifted. Let me see.
Yeah, because
I mean, we can look it up after the game. I'll let it be shifted for now. We'll just figure it out in post.
Okay.
Because I don't want to slow this down. So
Yeah, sure. I
so
crack
straight
him.
roll. Go for it.
Straight roll, two-handed again.
Yep. Yeah, that hits, and it's 12
12
plus the 2. Okay.
plus the 2, that's 14.
All right. So what you all see is a Kelma that is surrounded by green and black raging energy, just like it's almost swirling from his chest and his eyes. Like it's almost like a smoldering Kelma. It's very intimidating in the first place. And he just goes through, swings the quarterstaff, whacks the first rock in the head. It falls, poof, clumps to the ground. In his rage, he screams out, jumps over the body of the one, flips his quarterstaff back around, and hits this other one in the head. Same exact spot. Boom. Knocked to the ground. Completely out cold.
Jesus Christ! All right.
And I don't stop swinging at it. Like I am still full on smashing that thing's head in, like a madman at this point.
And you all see that Kelma's just beating the shit out of this dead rock.
Gainol, can you do something?
Like what?
I don't know.
Hey, Kelma, that's not very
Do
much.
something about what? like,
and
mentioned bloody insane.
as I'm pounding on this, hold on, is anyone just staring at me or
I'm
anything?
sure
yeah,
everybody's
we're all
just
just
staring
staring
at
at you.
Okay,
Has
we're
Connor-
staring.
yeah.
You just see tears coming from Kalma's face as he's punching down on that rock, and he's just not stopping. He's tossed his quarterstaff to the side, and he's just wailing at this point.
I'm gonna go to Kelma. You're still beating up the rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, so beating
Okay,
the
I'm
shit
gonna
out of a dead rock.
Can I grapple, put him in a headlock?
And a headlock, you can certainly try. Make a strength athletics check. So make an athletics check against if Kelma's trying to resist it, then make an athletics check to contest, I guess. You're both still technically raging, so
This is interesting.
Nice.
Oh, no, not a strength save, an athletics check.
Oh, athletics check? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bruh.
Either way. As you go and the large minotaur tries to like pull Kelma off of this thing, he just like knocks you back about 2 inches, and you like stumble backwards. He's like just swings back, continuing to punch the shit out of this dead rock.
Yeah,
what did I say about
Tears
control, Kelma?
And I'm just sitting on my knees at this point, just screaming, and you just hear all you hear from Kelma is just repeating of names, just constantly of names under his breath, almost unaudible, and you just hear, him just saying names you've never heard of. Except for one that I think Branwyn might have heard before, just me saying Rohan. And the tears are still coming down his face. And then he just collapses. Like, I'm out.
Is there any conceivable way that we can pick him up and take him back?
My rage ends and I'll pick him up.
Right. I'm gonna try and put a hole in this rock and open it up.
Is the fire still there?
Yes.
Ugh.
You're trying to put a hole in what now?
I'm trying to open up the rock and see if I can dissect it.
What? Okay.
I'm thinking there might be valuable goods on something like this. Scales, skin, anything like that could be worth something.
Make a survival check for me.
Yeah, sure.
Additional question: what are we doing
And
about?
plus, it's warm.
I mean, takes a minute. You could probably cleanly sever the beak off of it, and maybe a few of the talons, but just like general bits and scrap. Yeah.
Trying to tore it apart a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
fine.
there wasn't much left after axe and more axe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your question, Gaynor? I'm sorry.
What are we doing about the poison exactly?
That's a good question.
I healed one of the horses, but there's not much hope for the rest.
It was trophic source.
Oh,
I mean,
everybody make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Everyone who's poisoned.
Everybody?
Yes. Everybody who's
Okay.
poisoned. And everybody who's poisoned also take 5 points of damage before you do that.
Okay.
Just as I didn't recognize my poison. It's me.
Okay.
But yeah, everybody make that roll for me. Con save. Kelma, you were no longer poisoned. Casimir is going to make his roll and hopefully make his save because Casimir is weak man. Casimir makes the save.
Yay.
yay.
Yay. Do the horses make the save? Probably not.
Yay!
Oh.
And Esmeralda does not make the save, so she is still poisoned. The horses, however, do not lose all of their 13 HP.
This is why I used up my only vial of holy water.
Yeah, on a horse.
On a horse, not all.
Go
If nothing else, okay. So, if I can be entirely clear about my reasoning, we're on a mountain in a
Mhm.
very snowy landscape. If we don't get out of here, we'll starve to death. Having something that can carry us is probably going to be good, even if we have to take shifts to sit on it.
Potentially. Okay, so, yeah, for the most part, the poison's been dealt with, and after a few moments of trying to heal herself and taking another 5 points of damage, Esmeralda will also clear herself of the poison. Okay, so you're all poisonless now. There's still a green wall of fire.
I mean, if you want me to try again, I have to take a short rest. About an hour.
Honestly, I think we should all take a short rest.
Technically, I'm
Fair.
taking a short rest right now. I'm out.
Yeah, he's out. Okay, so you all decide to take a short rest.
I'm huddling in here.
I'm doing the same.
Huddling on the ends. Makes
I'll
sense.
bring Kelma to the edge here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. I'm letting you and Kalma go in there. I'm used to cold weather.
Mhm.
Why does it have 4 packed slots?
All right,
I don't
I'll
know,
bring
do you have
Kelma.
4 pack slots? Are you
No.
just crazy with pack slots?
I have 2 pack slots and then one
And
from.
Trovic tosses me in a fire.
Oh wow, I'm in the wrong book. Apologies.
I don't even. I suppose
Sorry.
I could take a short
Yeah,
rest.
I mean, there's enough space in there. It's 20 by 20. And
I didn't
shelter.
I didn't
So.
take any damage.
Nor me.
Neither
no,
did
no,
I,
you didn't.
but I have existing damage.
Why was that fight so scary then?
I know. Because
It
I-
wasn't.
Because of the music, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been a very dangerous fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
A
could
lot
have
worse.
been real bad.
You all have rage, which makes y'all a lot more formidable, but yeah.
That's
no.
one.
Sorry, continuing. Where is this? Why is this not a thing? Why is this being dumb?
13 HP.
You know, it would say a thing, and it would make sense. I apologize. Wow, that's not even a thing. Awesome. You know what? Guess I'm looking it up online. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
What are you looking up?
It's a thing. I just
I
exited out
mean,
of
do we want to
Roll20.
take
thing?
5 minutes?
Yeah, we can take our
Yeah.
little break now. It's a little late, but we can take a break now. Is
Yeah.
everybody cool to run till 7 tonight? Since
Yeah.
we ended the
Sure.
last
Mhm.
one super early.
We would be there until what, an hour and a half from now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's only an hour and a
Yeah,
half
just
left. But yeah, let's take 5 minutes.
take 5.
We'll break out. We'll come back.
We can look shit
and-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can look shit up and and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. So all right,
Alright.
let's
Yeah.
I'll let me throw it out. So hey guys, again, thanks so much. Make sure if you're new to the stream to hit the follow button, and if you ever miss a session, make sure you go follow the One Shot Tavern because uploaded VODs are going to go to there. We're going to take a quick 5 6 minute break for us to kind of stretch and get some water and stuff, and we'll see you in about 5 minutes for the second half of session 20. See you then. Welcome everybody to the second half of session 20 of the modded Curse of Strahd campaign. And now we're going to get back into the campaign, but I do want to make sure Chad understands one thing. When Kalma was reciting the names, so that way Chad understands exactly, what's going on with his with stuff. He was saying the names Elanden, Onanden, Serlanden, and Rohan in a repeating fashion. So he was just beating the thing saying Elanden, Onanden, Serlanden, Rohan. All right, and now we get back into the action.
Sounds good. All right, so as you all are taking this short rest in this little entryway with this green flame burning just next to you guys, not letting off any heat, of course. Osgood, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
It's nighttime, isn't it?
It is staying still in the cold.
Interesting. Yeah, I figured.
But you said it was sheltered in.
It's
That's
still
12.
negative 20 degrees on the mountain.
Okay.
Yep.
Sheltered or not sheltered.
It's
Right.
cold.
You make the save.
Right.
Everybody else is wearing cold gear.
If I'm starting to get really freezing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna do something really dumb here. I'm gonna pull out my bedroll and I'm gonna curl up in the bedroll for the moment.
Okay.
Just imagining you tucked up in a duvet.
Essentially,
He
Oh my
swaddled himself.
I think it's a good idea. It gets rid of the cold.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the rest of you are wearing cold protection of some sort or another, so you don't have to make that check.
Yeah.
While you all are taking this rest, I believe it was Branwyn and Trovic who said they were going to be on watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and everybody else has cold checks. So I need both of you to make a perception check for me, or one of you can make a perception check with advantage. Your choice.
Should we do the hit dice now or no?
Yeah, you can roll your hit dice. Sorry.
I've already done
Everybody
mine.
roll the hit dice.
Yeah.
I'm only missing 4 HP.
Mhm.
Well,
The difference between life and death is 4 hit points.
Might as well.
What do you want to do, Wicked? Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
So, Trovic, roll perception for me with advantage.
What advantage?
With advantage. All that advantage.
Huh.
So, while the group is resting, licking their wounds, getting their spell slots back, Bremen and Trovic, you all are on watch just in general, looking out both sides of this archway. And archway. Wow, why did I say archway? Archway. And you notice it's hard to see through all this snow and through all this wind, but you can see up on the cliff just in the distance, up here, almost. You see the silhouette of something that looks humanoid. Seems to be looking down on you all, keeping an eye. And then you see it kind of begin to walk further up the mountain slightly. So yeah, like in this area generally. And then it kind of tracks further up this way.
Okay.
So it walks out of visual range. Alright. So you all have completed your short rest.
Oops, sorry.
Everybody who needs to roll hit dice, roll hit dice.
I forgot that I'm on push to talk. During the long rest, can I swap the cloak of the cat out for Eyes of the Eagle?
Sure. And short rest, not long rest, but yeah. Yep. Switch the cloak of the cat for the Eyes of the Eagle. You got it. Okay. Alright. So, somewhat rested, spells back. There's a green wall of fire in front of you, and a cold trail behind you all. Speaking of, I need to make a check for horse. Oh, good job. That almost teetered. Ooh, that could have been real bad. Okay, so the
Yeah.
horses do not take the cold damage either. Or I should say the exhaustion from being in the cult. So, what are you all doing?
Let's give this one more try, shall we?
I can't heal these horses if they die.
Is there anything anyone wants to do to help me try and dispel this magic? Is there anything anyone can do?
Can I do anything?
It's technically
as
an
a
attack roll.
cleric? Okay, I can actually do something. Here, I'm gonna tap Gaynor on the shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Emboldening Bond.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna use my Emboldening Bond ability.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, oh, well, I can choose 2 willing creatures, so also, I guess, clap fucking, Kelma on the shoulder, too.
thought you were gonna say clap 'em in
So
the
the
ass.
way Emboldening Bond works is it connects the 2 creatures that you selected. So it's
Oh, okay, no, yeah.
you wouldn't
me,
get
yeah.
it, and then it would be Kelma Gaynor who would have it if you do that. You
Sorry,
can do
I'll
that.
do
It's
myself
just you're
and
bonding
Gaynor.
2 people when you select the 2 people.
Yeah, I'll go with myself and Gaynor.
Okay. Right.
So you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
And this would
For the duration.
this would technically be considered an attack roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cast a spell magic on the fiery wall again.
Okay.
Bond lasts for an
magic.
hour.
Okay. So make a spell. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So
Oh yeah.
Plus
There you go.
a
plus a d4.
Yeah.
do 1d4.
Nice.
19.
Damn.
Okay.
You could dispel a 9th level spell with that.
So as he reaches out one more time, trying to get it right this time, Gaynor, you hear a small voice in your head that says, "I believe in you. I think you've got this." And as much as it
Jeez.
distracts you, you manage to dispel this green flame, which immediately vanishes. No longer impeding the party's movement.
Ah, finally.
All right.
At this time, Kelma has woken up and he's just kind of just sitting there, holding onto his quarterstaff, just quiet.
What time of day is it?
Kelma?
It is 4-ish, 4:30-ish. Probably. Sounds about right.
I step forward through
7 miles
flame was.
down, back and through. Took you, yeah, I'd say it's probably about 4:30, kilometers an hour 5. As you step through, you now see the tower on your right-hand side. This guard tower raises long ways into the air. Much taller than the gate itself, probably about 40, 50 feet in the air.
How big's the door?
It's a normal-sized door, about 10 foot tall.
So a horse could probably fit through it.
Possibly. Yeah, I'd say the horses could fit through it. Not with y'all on back of them, but
We should probably make an encampment here.
probably be a good play.
How are we sure it's not inhabited and they're testing us?
Well, Master of Knocks, would you like to knock on the door?
How would you like to dance in front of it again?
No, Branwen's the Master of Knocks.
Oh? Oh.
By the
you
way, there is someone
reading this?
here.
What? Where?
Where?
Well, there was. He walked off, or it walked off. But
They're
yeah,
tempting
there are
us.
things here.
There's
Can I look
things
around, see if,
everywhere.
Can you look
as
around?
in humanoids? Anyway, can I look around? Does this area look like someone's been around this door recently? Because no.
No, not around this door recently.
Cool. Does it look locked and trapped?
The door is locked. It does not appear trapped,
Wonderful.
to the best of your roguey knowledge.
Pardon me, Kelma.
I mean, cool.
Just going to avoid this in case the door explodes or some
Just-
shit.
Small
Actually, I
knock.
apologize. The door is not locked, and as you go to press up against it, it is barred from the inside. Apologies.
Oh. Oh. Small knock. Hello? Anyone in there?
Pause a moment. 2 moment. 3. No response.
Well, it was good. It was a good idea. It's barred.
Are there windows
Magic.
or anything?
On the ground floor, no. On the upper level, about 30 feet up, you see windows set in almost every wall. Yeah, so like the top of it has windows in it. The bottom floor does not.
What if we just hit it with something magical?
I just look
Could
at
we
Kilmar.
like melt the bars?
It's
Not bars. It's
probably
barred.
a slab of.
Wait,
Yes.
what? I'm confused. What's going
It's
on?
not. It's not bars. It's barred.
It's barred.
Like it's got a big.
As in, there's a thing of wood on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Could we knock down the door?
There are windows on the second floor, and Brannaman has just.
I just look at Kilmar.
You want me to try to break it?
Windows.
And I kind of shrug and I go to climb up to the window.
Okay.
Ah, right.
What level monk are you? You're 6th level monk, I think.
Yeah.
When do you get that crazy wall climby crap? I can't remember. I don't think you have it. No, not yet.
It's
Oh.
like step of the air or something like that.
I have
No,
step of the
there's
wind,
an
but
monk
Oh.
thing that allows you to like
I thought
walk
there
up
was,
fucking walls.
because I mean I
Well,
have
that
the
was part of
grappler
that.
thing. I mean it's like a slick wall.
I mean, it's getting hit with snow, but you could attempt to climb it straight.
I mean
Um,
I mean if anything I still have my grappling hook. I would have figured I would have grabbed it and pulled it down.
Well, I'm losing my mind.
I mean, you were in the middle of combat and then fainted, so.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean,
Let me-
it's
let me-
only the other side of the wall.
yeah. I was about to say I could let me go here real quick, grab my grappling hook and stuff, and come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you could do all that and throw your grappling hook up.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check for me.
Okay. Oh jeez.
So you chuck the grappling hook up. It dings off the wall about 10 feet shy.
I curse a bit and then I just look for another window that maybe not be as windy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I go to this side.
Throw it up.
Athletics.
Oh Jesus!
So as you step over to the other side and throw the grappling hook up, it gets in the window,
Oh, God.
but you forgot to grab the other end of the rope. And it falls all the way inside and clangs from the interior.
That's
Rope
like
flying
50. That's 50 feet of rope.
30 feet up, 30 feet down, man.
How
you
far
want me
can
to
a
just-
cat jump?
Probably about a few feet.
I mean, I could run up the wall.
You could always
Cats
try.
are. Okay.
Remember I have those gloves too.
You do have the gloves.
Can
Okay.
I change the subject of
How
emboldening?
far
while
can a
I'm
cat
freaking
jump in D&D, Nim?
I don't know.
A high
Oh.
jump is your strength modified type. So
All right, I'm just gonna do the whole run up the wall. Maybe I could get to the point where the rope is still hanging off the window.
Mhm.
And
I'll
I
take
guess that's
a look while he's
I guess
doing
that's acrobatics.
yeah, make an acrobatics for me.
17.
That's about to be a really big number. That roll did not like you. 17. Okay, so you find enough purchase in the holes in the wall and eventually get up to the window itself. And then manage to let me see the length of these windows. Yeah, it takes you some squeezing and wedging because these are like arrow slit windows type things.
Okay, gotcha.
But you eventually squeeze yourself in, find yourself on the upper level of this tower. You see the rope that you had thrown in has made it all the way down to the first floor, and basically, as soon as you get in the window, you surmise that this is like a perimeter platform with an open center in this tower. And so you surmise that what happened was you threw the grappling hook through the window, cleared the platform, and it just fell all the way in.
Got it.
But yeah, the upper level of this tower is an icebox with windows set up in almost every wall. And you see close to you a rusted iron ladder that is bolted to the floor and to the ceiling. That seems to go both down and up further.
Okay. So, well, since my grappling hook went down, I'm going to go down the ladder, but I'm just
Okay.
going to be very slow about it, just kind of to see if anything pops up.
As you slowly descend into this tower, you see that the only thing that's in this first floor is a cold stone hearth that doesn't seem like it's been used recently. The door on the far side of the room, and yes, a stone staircase on the south wall. So you are now officially here. I would say you came down the stone staircase. I apologize. That ladder is second floor to the ceiling. So
Gotcha. So
you would have come down.
I should be in front of the door now of where the gate should be, right?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay. Okay, that's
And the door barred is here. Do you
Gotcha.
see it at all? Okay. You should be able to see just fine, but yeah.
I'm just gonna try to open the door, get rid of the bar. I'm assuming there's like a wood thing in the way.
Yeah, there's a big wood bar in the way. Easily enough, you're able to get that out of the way.
Where's my grappling hook? Is it on the floor?
Yeah, it's just like right here.
Okay, I pick it up. I picked that up too.
Yep. Okay. And you all now see Kelma on the interior of this door as he opens it up after you hear a lot of clanking and shuffling from behind it. Mm-hmm.
I open the door. Hey, it's open now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So what y'all do?
Well, we should get the horses in. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
shuffle
inside here,
around.
it's like 35 by 35. It's like a massive tower. Like you could easily fit yourselves and the horses and the other people's inside. Horses.
How high up is that broken window again? 30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet up.
Hey, MTC, can you get rid of the turn order?
Oh, yes, I can. Absolutely. Here you go.
Thanks.
I'd like to
Out
pull
of
out
the
my
way.
tinderbox and start a fire.
Takes you a couple moments, but easily enough you could start a fire in the hearth.
Where that window was, can I
Yeah.
cast Old Earth and close it off? It's made of stone, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can. There are a number of windows in the second floor, though. It's like 6 of them.
Right, but the other ones are like closed off. This one's the only one
I
that's
mean,
open.
they were all open slit windows. It's just like a guard tower. There were arrow slits.
Oh, okay. You didn't break like a window or something? Oh,
No,
never,
you
No.
just
No.
never
threw
mind.
it. It fell all the way through.
Yeah, I just squeezed my way through.
And there are a few windows on the far cliffside, like here and here on the first floor. But there's like sheer cliff below those. So, I mean, Boulder's a cantrip. You can close all of them if you really feel like it.
No. I just thought he broke a window, so.
No. And even with the fire burning, some of the wind is still getting in through these arrow slits and these holes. It is warmer, but, you know, only incrementally so, as the fire begins to heat up this entire room.
I move over to Branwyn and I point to the ladder and go, it keeps on going up. There's another floor above this one. 2 more floors.
Cool. Exploring time.
Wonder how many corpses are up there.
All right, so Brandon, you going exploring?
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow Branwyn.
Okay, so I'm moving you.
Ooh.
Can I follow along?
If you're feeling froggy, we can all eat.
Yeah, I have 55 HP. I'll be fine.
You have more than me. It's fine.
So, as you all now get up to the second floor, you see this same thing with a rusted iron ladder going through the ceiling. And it seems to lead up to what appears to be a wooden trapdoor. You see another stone hearth in this area as well.
Can I look out the window in the direction I saw that person go?
Absolutely. Make a perception
See
check
if I
for
can
me.
see what I can see is.
I'll cast guidance on them if it looks like she's doing lookout stuff.
I mean, I'm just looking out the window.
Still,
So,
I mean, I'll take a D4.
yeah, exactly. It's a cantrip. I can do it whenever the hell I want. So
There you go.
22.
So, as you look out, and hard to see, you do notice the silhouette still seems to be staring in y'all's direction at the tower. He's now further away than he was, and it's much harder to see, but you can see a human-sized silhouette about 100, 150 feet up on the side of the mountain, looking over at you all. Not
I have
directly at
eyes of the
you all,
eagle.
but at the tower.
I have eyes of the eagle, which allow me to see extremely small, extremely faint objects up to 2 feet across.
Okay, you don't know it's there, but okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you did. You don't know what's there.
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say if I had known it would be.
I mean,
all right
if you'd
now,
have waited 2 seconds, my literal next sentence was going
Yeah.
to be, "We are still being watched."
but- Right. Yeah. Then I'd make a perception roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Make a
I keep
perception roll.
forgetting
You're
that
fine.
this isn't just like something that's there.
Yeah, I'm pointing you in the direction, so.
Okay.
That's a 23.
Mhm. So you now also see this silhouetted figure in the distance.
While they're
Oh.
looking outside, I start climbing up the ladder to the trapdoor and
Okay.
Now that I know that you guys have seen it, I'm following.
Okay. So as you get up to the trapdoor and you begin to push against it, it squeals as it opens, and it reveals the area above, which is the ceiling.
yay, the
Huh.
ceiling.
And you are now climbing up towards the roof. So you are now on the guard tower rooftop. So as you breach the ceiling box and get up to the actual roof itself, you notice 10-foot tall gold-plated statues that stand atop the battlements, all facing outward. Each one depicts a female human knight holding a lance. You feel the cold wind as it stirs the snow, and as the snow stirs, you see a number of skeletons clad in rusty chainmail.
I don't like the look of this.
This seems
No.
unpleasant.
I get a feeling that if we get too close to those statues, something bad might happen.
Yep. Back down. We've made sure there's nothing bad sitting on the roof waiting to pounce on us. Let's go.
I'm just going to give a quick scan around looking at the skeletons to see if the skeletons have anything.
Mm-hmm. So, as you scan the skeletons,
They totally come to life, don't they? This is just how
Creepy
games
music.
Yeah.
as you scan the skeletons, you find a few tattered bits of cloth, a couple broken longbows, some discarded arrows, rusted blades and ruined sheaths, and the rusty chainmail that was on the soldiers themselves. As you finish looking at these bodies and their skeletal remains, you kind of take a moment and glance over the far edge of the tower, just trying to see what you can see from this area. Not really leaning over or looking over, but just kind of looking out that direction. And you see that it must drop at least 500, 600 feet down into a valley below. It's completely blanketed with fog and things like that, but it's just sheer cliff off to the right-hand side.
Well, this was definitely a watchtower of some type.
Mhm.
So,
Wonder who they were watching. Or what?
yeah, that's the question. But it's cold here. We probably should go downstairs to the rest and warm up and then head on out.
Mhm.
As they descend, can I see if they have a mark of like a nation or some kind of like heraldry?
Mm. You look them over, you look over their equipment and things like that. It's nothing that you recognize, per se. It's nothing regionally that you would be familiar with.
Right, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll descend as normal then.
Alright, so you all close the hatch, get back inside, and descend back downstairs where there's a fire awaiting you all. And a boop. And a boop. And a boop. And now everybody's back where they're supposed to be. Okay. So, you are back in the tower itself. Door closed behind you, fire crackling. The horses seem to be warming up a little bit based on the fire. You all sit around.
I take a seat closer to the fire and kind of cross-legged sit for a second.
Esmeralda
Hello.
kind of looks around you all and just she kind of looks over to Casimir. How much further is this temple? It's getting dark. I don't know if we should be prowling around the mountains at night. Casimir kind of looks over and just like, it's a good 5 or 6 miles further, most of which is a vertical climb.
We might need to spend the night here.
Agreed.
Here it is.
Plus, better inside here than out in the snow.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
In that
The
case,
door again.
yeah. And I'm gonna go to where the slits where I came through,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna do the whole bell thing.
On each door slit?
Yep, just a little chain, and I'm also gonna put like a little bell on the trap door on the top too.
Okay, so that'd be 9 windows and a trapdoor. So that's a lot of string and a lot of bells, but you could certainly do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we
you
got
string
time.
up. Yeah, no, you got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
So it takes you the better part of the hour to do, but you can jingle and jangle all the way around the tower.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, is anybody doing anything before you rest? You like to have any conversations or do anything fun, worthwhile, or unique?
No, after Kamal's done with the jingle jangle, he just sits down, cross-legged, and he starts looking like he's going into like a meditative state for a bit.
Osgood looks like he was going to say something and then just sort of pauses and doesn't say much.
All right.
I
So,
guess rest or
so we're
something.
going to a long rest. Yep. I'm just giving anybody the opportunity. Okay. So, and Branwen, no potion brewery or anything like that, or do you have anything to brew?
Nope. I have no ingredients.
Okay. Just figure I'd check. All right. So, as you all settle in for the night, it's not the best area around. There is a fire. You all keep it decently stocked for the most part. You all eat what little rations you have left. sitting around before eventually beginning to drift off. Is anybody doing watches?
I'll do the first watch.
First watch?
I'd like to take whichever watch no one wants.
They watch. And who would like to take the other watch?
I'll take second, I guess.
Okay. All right. So, as you all drift off and begin your individual rests and sleeps, Kelma, I need you to make a perception check for me.
All right. 14.
So, the tower itself is extremely quiet. As the night begins to press on, you're monitoring out the second floor windows, curiously looking. You notice on the far mount what appears to be some sort of torchlight. You only catch it for about 15 minutes or so, and it's in this direction.
Oh, right up which direction again?
I apologize. It's in this direction.
Okay.
Nothing seems to come near the tower. Nothing seems to disturb your compatriots for the most part. And the rest of your watch goes by pretty much uneventfully.
I just walk over the Rovik and I just after end the watch, I kind of tap him awake. Like, it's your turn. I would watch off in the northwest region. I saw a torch, but nothing else. It might be someone wandering around out there or not. Not sure.
All right. So
Wait.
Apologies.
Sorry, not you, MTC. I just meant Kelma. Do you want to explain to me what happened out there earlier?
Well, everything takes practice. And the feeling was a bit overwhelming and I lost myself. I need to meditate more. I could see why you use this. It is definitely a useful tool, but it's very powerful. Brings up thoughts that I haven't had in a... Just brings up thoughts. And, but I must go back to my teachings of Rohan and focus. And I apologize for any issues that it might have caused. And cross my arms, cross my chest, and kind of give a light bow. Rovik, I'm like, my master always told me to control my emotions, and that was my greatest weakness. Now I understand why he said that. But if I can master this, I think I can protect more people. I just...
Trovik nods.
And with that, Kelma, you go to take your leave and take your rest, as it's Trovik's watch. Trovik, my friend, I need you to make a perception check for me. And Bramwin, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Bramwin. Oh no, that's Rovik.
Gross.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. And Trevik's not gonna see it.
I think I saw it earlier, didn't I? I won't see it now, but I did. I do know.
Right. Yeah, I know you've seen it at least once.
Yeah.
Okay, so I apologize. It was wisdom save 10. What to do? Okay, so Trovik, as your watch goes, you keep an eye out in the place where Kelma was telling you to keep an eye at. This constant snow and just this rhythmic howling of the wind kind of distracts you a little bit. You're keeping watch, but you're also kind of thinking about some other things. Kelma's request, his uncontrolled rage, a number of things kind of cloud your mind, so you're paying attention. If something were to jump you guys, you would probably be aware of it, but you're not really focusing on keeping watch at this time. Brandon. So you see in these fits of dreams you've been having, once again, tossing, turning, back and forth, you... Sorry, I have a thing. Here we go. Boom. Back to good music. So you see now a different scene. It's warm. It's more familiar than you're necessarily used to in these types of dreams that you've been having constantly and consistently. You recognize the room at the Blue Water Inn. You recognize the room you've been staying in. You see Irina laying on one of the beds. The bed that you all had brought in for Esmeralda is empty. And you seem to be hovering over top of the bed that you would normally sleep in. You see the door of the room creak open. And you see the tiny doll peek its head around the corner before pushing the door itself open. Large, pointed needle in hand. It kind of looks over Irina, smiles in your direction as you're floating almost above the room in this dream, puts one finger towards the lips, and motions for you to shh. It begins to creep over and walk over into Irina's direction. Each
Wait.
step sounding heavier and heavier in your mind. It raises the needlepoint up into the air and drives it towards Irina's back. And as you sit here and watch helplessly as Irina gets stabbed with this pin, once, twice, 3 times, you take 2 points of psychic damage and you awaken a cold sweat, looking around the room as Trovik's waking you for your watch.
I hate dreams.
So, Kelma told me to watch out for something in the northwest. I didn't see anything approach or didn't really see much of anything. Just a heads up.
Okay. Fun.
And now I need you to make a perception check for me, Brandon.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a nice rock back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you stir from this situation and you clearly keep watch everywhere that you possibly can around this tower, not leaving any stone unturned because fearful of this thing that's been in your head. As the sun begins to rise in the sky and the light begins to bleed its way over the land, the heavy shadows that are formed by the mountain kind of give off this hard cover for most of the morning. But as it's waning into the wee hours of the morning, you notice the same silhouette standing, watching. And you can almost make out a skin tone silhouettes of a dark-skinned man. Seems to be standing 150 feet above the path where you all were walking. He's standing on the edge of a cliff. Seems to be wearing some sort of a heavy robe. Has a staff in his hand. You see him for a moment. The wind picks up. The snow blows a bit heavier. Vanishes from your sight for a moment. The wind dies down a little bit, and he's standing there again. Same spot. It's just the wind obstructed your view. Also, as you were searching around, you did not see the doll or any of-like creature in your vicinity.
Good.
But it is morning. You all have begun to rouse and come to. Everybody hit your long rest buttons. And Bramwin, that 2 points
Already
is
done.
retroactive after your long rest.
After. Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. I first thing I do when I wake up is just go and collect all the bells again.
Absolutely. As you collect all your bells, and you hear Kelma running around from window to window making these jingling sounds. By the end of it, it's jingle, 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 all the way down the stairs. Before he puts them back into a bag that somehow stifles their sound. Much better than you would think it would.
Anybody who sort of is listening would probably hear Osgood mutter something like Saint Alicia under his breath, and then just go back to being quiet again.
Well, we still have our watching friend.
Well, let's go say hi.
Let's go take a poke.
Okay. So, what are you all doing?
Yes.
Unbarring the door.
Unbarring the door, yes.
No, I'm outside already.
We add another bar to the door.
I just jumped out the window.
I just exactly.
You jump off the roof.
Okay, so unbarring the door, slowly making your way outside. Okay. So,
Are we bringing
you?
the horses?
Are you riding horses? Are you going on foot? What are you doing? Are you leaving the horses here? How you do?
What's the name of the old man?
Casimir.
Casimir. I turn to Casimir and go, "Did the horses stay here, or should we walk up? How bad is the terrain?"
I think the horses could probably make it. I mean, the cliffs get a bit sheer from here, but these beasts of burden typically know how to climb pretty well.
I'd be worried about if they panic and throw us.
It's always something to be worried about, I guess. But if we leave them here with nobody to stoke the fire, they'll
True.
die in a stone building.
Let's not do that to them. Let's give them at least a fighting chance.
Save some time and take the horses.
Whee.
So,
Grab horses.
one by one, you all grab horses. I like that. Back to pick up an inventory item called horse.
Yeah, horse. Hey,
Pocket horse.
Horse.
Pocket horse.
You all get back on your horses. The horses also got a long rest, and they're back to 13 health. Good job, horses. All right. So you all are back on the actual trail and path. The snow is lessened this day, and the wind has died down a little bit, but it's still a snow-trodden path. You all noticed that the tracks that you had made on your way into here have been completely filled out and filled through with snow. As if you never walked in this direction. Okay.
Onwards.
Onwards, yes.
And you do
Upwards.
recall that you saw the figure up here.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that figure as we're going.
Okay. Make a perception check. Whoever has the highest perception in the group can make it with advantage, because you're all looking.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
would that technically be me at +4 with advantage?
I mean, whoever's doing it's doing it with advantage. Whoever's got the highest base perception would probably be the way to go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
+4.
Bramwin?
I'm +4.
+4.
You're
The
+4.
same as Osgood.
So one or the other. Make a choice.
One of you guys make an advantage.
Yep.
I don't trust my own dice a little
Okay.
bit.
Go
Okay,
for it,
now.
man.
Cool. You trust mine, okay?
Not
What a
really, but
mistake.
I mean,
Oh, 22.
Okay.
Perception checks. It's perception checks.
Yep, that's where your strengths lie. Okay.
Doors and perception checks.
Exactly.
add another 40 or wisdom.
You look up, and at first you don't see anybody in that vicinity. Curious as it may be, you look and just scan the horizon. Nobody. 10 minutes or so pass of you guys going down this pathway. And you look back again, just a glance. And you see the silhouette of a man high up on the mountain. I'd say you all probably get to about here-ish, based on distance at that time. Seems to just be staring down at you, wearing a heavy cloak, holding a quarterstaff of some sort in one hand.
I'm just keeping an eye, making sure he's not doing anything aggressive or
So we
towards
move
us.
onward.
You all are free to move your tokens further down the way. Mm-hmm.
Doop.
Do. He's with you, she's with you. Oh no. All the things. Yep. Okay. So, as you all continue down this snowy, blustery path, the snowy path comes to a large gorge that is spanned by a stone bridge. This stone bridge up here. The man still seems to be watching you all. He's moved other ways down the distance, but he's probably about 100 and... Let's see, what's the distance on that, actually? Oh, I apologize. That is... plus
Trevor
600.
just died.
Yeah,
What's that?
Jumped off the. Trevor went off the cliff for a second.
never mind. All good. All good. Nothing happened.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's about 300 feet up and about 50 feet away at this point, so... Yeah. 30, 50, yeah. So, like, yeah, a lot of distance away at this point. He's about 300 feet up
Yeah,
on the cliffside, just kind of like staring down
it's
at you
just a
all.
figure.
I don't like sitting in a valley like this. There's too much potential for an ambush of some kind.
What valley? This is sheer cliff down over 400
Yeah,
feet.
follow
I
the
thought that was
arrows, yeah.
moving
Sheer
up.
cliff up
I was
over
like,
400
No,
feet.
the arrows are the direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, if we're sitting in the middle of like two very large mountains, there's
No.
way too much potential to die here.
No,
We're in a
you're-
mountain pass. Like,
And
Yeah.
you pass sheer cliffs and etc. Yeah. Okay. So as you all get to this area, you see the gorge spanned by a stone bridge. And at each end of the bridge, there's a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each one are two statues of armored knights on horseback with lances, charging towards one another.
hmm.
The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge. And you see two guard posts here and here.
On the mountain was a treasure.
Hey,
I'm gonna sort of glance. Sorry, what was that?
no, I just turn around. I just like more statues. Don't know if those things will move too. I could check.
I would say that's a wise idea.
I'm so done with statues.
Yeah, I walk up somewhat close and I pull out my ball bearing and I take out 3 ball bearings. I flick one in the middle and I flick 2 of them at each one, like just like actually hitting the statues, and the one in the middle as well.
Okay. The one in the middle
Yeah, I just like
Correct.
skip one
flies
through.
through the archway
Yeah,
and then rolls onto the bridge. The one on the left and the one on the right both collide with the statues. Nothing happens.
I look and I just kind of give a shrug to the rest of the party.
You want me to try something harder?
Why don't you do that detect magic thing?
Sure.
Good play.
Cast Detect Magic.
As you try and detect magic, you sense nothing.
There is no magic.
No magic.
Well, only one last thing to test. I
Let's go.
walk across the bridge.
All right. So
This
as
is
you
dumb.
get right here on the bridge, who is close behind? We'll pause there for a second. Esmeralda's on there, and Casimir's on here. I gotta keep them with you guys. I'm sorry. So, order towards the bridge. Who's where in marching order?
Guess I'm in front.
Come
I'm
on.
behind.
Probably,
Leading. Okay, so I'll put you there.
probably near the back because I'm keeping an eye on the thing.
How's
Which
good
is
are
fun
you
when
in
there's a
front of
person
Branwen
behind
or
me.
behind Branwen?
I'm gonna stay behind Branwen.
Of course. Okay. All right. So, as you step out on towards this stone bridge, you see that the low walls that enclose the stone bridge have fallen away in a couple of places on the left and right side. The bridge itself appears intact, and as you take your horse in the first few steps onto the bridge, you notice as the wind kind of clears a little bit and the snow blusters and blows, a black cloaked rider on a charcoal-colored horse guarding the middle of
Oh.
the bridge just past the crevice, right about here-ish.
Okay.
I put up my hand for everyone to stop, and I just tell Trovik, "We got somebody."
Oh no, what the hell just happened to my screen?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
that's a very big. I was about to say it's a big horse.
I was about to say.
10-foot tall horse.
I mean,
20-foot tall rider.
As a rider, I'm just using that as a token.
Yeah.
So you halt the group?
Yeah, I just kind of just put my hand up, halt the group, and I just alert Trovik and Gaynor that there's somebody up ahead.
As you all look around him, you can all see the figure sitting on a horse. Cloaked in black, with a black charcoal black horse sitting under him.
Oh, I need to look at something. Keep going. I don't see it anyway. You guys are in the way.
Well, the party's stopped at a stalemate right now. What are you doing, guys?
I reload my revolver.
Yeah.
Because
I start taking some steps towards, and I yell out to the black figure, and I just go, "Friend or foe?"
No response.
Can I come up? Oh my god. Can I attempt to ride my horse past these guys?
Sure. If they don't keep blocking you in, sure. Yeah.
So I'm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you, with Esmeralda on your horse, ride up.
Now that I can see it, does
Mhm.
it remind me of a horse and rider I've seen before?
No. No, it
Okay.
does not. It does
Awesome.
remind
That
you of
rules out
somebody.
something very bad. Oh no.
Blueness says it's a werehorse.
Hang on. What did you say, MTC?
It does remind you of somebody.
Oh.
You see a long, silhouetted face.
have we seen him on a bridge before?
You've seen
Mhm.
him in a graveyard before.
Oh.
Ah.
All right, we're gonna turn around now.
Oh. Oh.
sitting there silently, staring at you all, sitting atop a charcoal black horse, appears to be Strahd von Zarovich in a dark black cloak.
But is it Strahd?
Yeah. I ride my horse a little closer, and I just
Yeah.
yell, and
we've
I yell out again. You don't look like Strahd. His horse is on fire. Yours is not.
That's true.
Continues to
That's
sit there.
true.
Doesn't say anything.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, I'm moving my horse out the way because I'm realizing what's going. Oh, fuck. Okay, that happened.
Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna move within 30 feet of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, there we
I'm
go.
just
And
gonna
I still
park
have-
my horse and get off.
I still have detect magic going. Do I detect any magic?
Yes, you do.
Hmm.
You detect a air of conjuration.
Huh.
So it's likely not real.
Already
Do
something's
you
not
say
real.
that? Do you say that out loud or?
I would say at this point, if he's not responding, it's probably not Strahd. It's someone else playing a trick on him.
Well, only one way to find out. Watch my back, guys. And I walk up.
Ready's a crossbow.
Right.
Mhm.
Right, I'm not passing. I'm just kind of like right there.
Okay.
And I want to do I guess an insight check to check it out, or
As you go to inspect it and check it out and make an insight check.
bum, bum, bum.
Roll them dice.
Please roll a wall.
My insight.
It's somewhere in the eyes.
There it is. I found it. Like 14.
As you begin to further inspect this specimen, and you kind of look it over, give it the once over, and kind of creep just a bit closer to it, the entire entity turns into a black smoke or dust and begins to get blown off of the bridge, almost as if it's like ash deteriorating. Like from top to bottom, just getting like blown away. Think like, God. Think like the Scorpion King type shit.
Yeah.
Just like black ash blown off into the distance as the rider and the horse both disappear.
I thought for sure you were going to say Infinity War.
I was as well.
Yeah, Infinity War's too new age.
Yeah.
Detective Gaynor on the case.
Yeah. No. I just kind of yell back like, "Well, that stupid thing's gone now. Let's go."
Can I pause and sort of take a look around and see if there's somebody watching us again?
Sure, make a perception check.
Sure. I'll do it with advantage because it's site-based. 15.
Yep.
I get.
As you look back over the hill behind you, same silhouetted figure seems to be there.
I'm gonna look at the figure and I'm gonna wave at him.
Okay. And as you wave at the figure, they raise their staff up in your direction. Almost as if
And-
acknowledging you.
I give a satisfied nod and mount my horse and go.
You then see
Mm-mm.
Oh.
the figure seem to make some sort of a jumping motion. 300 feet up,
Oh,
40 feet down.
that's fucking ridiculous. All right.
It's 300
Hello,
feet up from
Obi-Wan.
you, but it begins to jump into the air. It
I
begins
was
to
gonna
glide-
say this is just Yoda.
and begins
I
to
mean,
glide
yeah.
downward in your direction,
All right.
falling very slowly for somebody who should be at terminal velocity.
I'm gonna sort of say to the rest of the
Much-
group, our friend, our watcher is coming quickly. I'd suggest take up a defensive position, but I'd like to talk to the guy at least.
And
I'm gonna come off the bridge.
Okay. And you notice with your vision, as you're where you were when you called this out, he lands
Yep. Alright.
in the snow
That's
and
unfortunate.
does not leave any cloud of ploof or anything of landing after jumping 300 feet down.
Oh.
It's almost if he glided onto the snow. You can see now. Kelma, you're too far on the bridge, but as he's kind of shouted this out, the Watcher is keeping an eye on you all. Is anybody else doing anything? Don't move yet. Just go back one sec. Is anybody doing anything?
Probably would have turned around to look, but
Yeah, me, same thing. Me, I would have like turned around and maybe kind of moved down a little bit by where Trophic is, and that's about it.
Okay.
yeah.
So, that's fair. You all see, kind of walking in your direction through the snow and the wind.
The individual pulls out a Holy Avenger. Oh, shit.
Man
Interesting.
with dark skin, a blue robe, and a very elegant quarterstaff.
Do I see that?
It's your vision. Yeah, I would say probably. At the distance that you're at now, yeah, I'd say you see it.
I immediately
Distance, yeah, 90 feet, yeah. Yeah, you
I
see.
immediately like full on charge with my horse as quick as I can.
Mm-hmm.
They get down
Yep.
there.
Okay.
With it, and I immediately
Right.
jump off the horse. And you see Kelma seeing this, almost like he flies off the horse, lands, and immediately goes down to one knee with his quarterstaff. First time you've really seen him push his quarterstaff aside, and he's on one knee in front of him.
Huh. Well, this is weird.
I mean, Brandon would have nearly readied a crossbow at this guy, hearing
would have
Kelma come
too.
streaking past.
I would've
Yeah.
done the same thing.
Okay, so sequence of events is Kelma dashing on a horse in full sprint to get in front of the rest of the party. Branwyn pulling out her crossbow and aiming it towards Rohan.
All I
Esmeralda.
hear is something come streaking past.
I mean, I'm aware. I'm just describing it as it plays out. Esmeralda would have grabbed for a dagger, seeing this happen, because nobody's seen Kelma move this fast in quite a long time. And you see, as you kneel down, he kind of... Kelma, is that you?
Yeah. Yes, Master Rohan. I'm so happy to see you, Master Rohan.
He kind of... Are you actually here? This isn't a vision. This isn't a trick.
And I
His hand on you.
grab his hand, and I'm like, no, Master. Thank you. I'm so happy to see you, Master.
He kind of like pulls you up by the shoulder and just like embraces you and gives you this hug that's not even part of customs or tradition or anything like that.
I give him
Pulls you
a
in
bi-
this heavy
I
grip.
give him a big hug back.
I just look at everyone else, that like, friend then.
He kind of like
I'd say.
looks at you as he's hugging you, and he's just like, I never thought I'd see you again. I never. It's been years.
Yes, it's what happened. Last time I saw you was in the forest. We went. I remember I told you to protect the town, and I ended up here.
You've been here for 3 years as well.
I've only been here for months, but supposedly this land time works different.
It's like, And you can see he's definitely 3 years older than he was when you last saw him. Like, you
Yeah.
see age and wear and time in this land has not been well to Rohan. But he is
Yeah,
surviving and making it. His robes are not clean anymore. They are tattered and scarred and clawed at. And you can see this man's been through some shit. But
yeah.
he's happy to see you nonetheless. And he just...
Yeah.
I see you have found allies in this land. More than
Yes,
I
I
can
have,
pick
Master.
myself. But it's good to see you finally grow and accept the help of others.
It's been a long journey, Master, and there's been a lot of issues, but Master, we need to do something to help you. You're the only family I have left, and please join us. Rest with us.
If we are going to rest, if you'd like some shelter from this weather, I have made a monastery in these hills my temporary residence.
I turn back to the party, and for the first time, you see like the stone face of Kama is just non-existent. It's almost like jubilance in his eyes, and he's like, I've I've found my family. Master, this is my master. I owe him everything. Let's take him. Let's take us with him. It's
He's like, seems you all were on some sort of important errand. But the monastery is past the bridge, on the way in the direction you all were headed. I came up to the pass, make sure that nobody untoward was approaching.
I think that's where we were meant to be headed in the first place.
yes. Like, and you just see Kelma almost like ripping on the side of like Rohan's tattered robes. He almost looks like a young child who finally got found after being lost from his parents.
He kind of looks you over one more time. He's like, I will say, the plants growing out of your head is a bit concerning, my child.
Yes.
I assume it's with good reason.
Yes, Master. There is good reason for this. But first, let's get out of this snow and get to someplace warm, and we can talk and catch up and see what we could do from here. You have found me, Master, and I have found you. Let's travel together again.
Of course. Would you mind if I were to ride alongside you?
Of course, I would never mind. Do you have a do you have a horse? Do you need a horse? You ride with me.
That would be preferable. And Rohan kind of waits for you to get back on your horse, puts his staff back on his back, hops on the back of your horse with you. And the entire group continues down the Salenka Pass, across the bridge, winding further and further into the Mount Gekis. The mountains Gekis, I should say. Wow, words. Further and further into the mountains, continuously winding up the ever-thinning path that leads towards the Ember Temple. Rohan mentions to you all that the monastery is on the way to the temple. And after about an hour or so of travel, you see a small semi-carved out path. It's obviously been re-snowed over a couple of times, but you can see what appears to be a small trail that leads to a small stone building or an abbey of sorts that is sitting on the hill. The path continues further up the mountain after that, but Rohan kind of points you all towards the abbey, saying that that is his current home for the moment. Do you all go to the abbey or continue on to the temple?
I'd say we go to the abbey.
Yeah, I'm like automatic. I go where he goes.
Yeah. I'm letting Kelmar take the lead for
Okay.
this.
So as you all follow Kelma and the horses traipse and trail up this narrow bit of switchbacks to this large stone building, decrepit in some parts, falling apart in some of the corners. This building's been in disrepair for a while, and it's seen better days. Rohan kind of guides you all towards the main chamber entrance, and he kind of dismounts the horse, pries open one of the doors, and kind of motions you all to come in. The door is 20 feet high by 10 feet wide. It could easily fit all of you, your horses, and everything else. But as he creaks open the door, you see inside what looks like something that maybe used to be in a church, a monastery of some sort, with a massive grand hall. And as you all lead your horses and drag yourselves into this main hall, that's where we're going to stop. And we'll
Jeez.
pick back up next session.
Well then.
There you go.
Well,
All right.
Next session should be pretty interesting.
I want to thank everybody for coming out for episode 20. I know Fig's going to do his whole outro roll. I do want to remind everybody that is in the chat that I am giving away a copy of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything on the 17th. There are instructions to follow if you want to enter that giveaway on my Twitter, which is at MTN Troll Chief DM. It's in the chat now. You should definitely you should definitely go to Twitter, find me, follow the pinned information, and enter yourself for a chance to win Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. It's a hardcover for anybody in North America and a PDF file for anybody outside of the North America region. So I'll pass this one over to Fig, though. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody again for coming on out. You guys have been amazing. The support has been great. Again, I'll put a link in the chat for the One Shot Tavern. If you ever happen to miss a session and want to play catch up on the story, you could go to the One Shot Tavern. Every Wednesday, we basically upload the Sunday stream. And we stream every Sunday starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States. So make sure to catch every stream. Follow also, if you like video game news, you can follow me on my other channel, Digital Boundaries News, where I cover video game news. You can check it out over there. But overall, guys, we truly appreciate your support and joining us on this journey. And on behalf of all the players, the DMs, we truly thank you. So, without any further ado, you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern for session 21 of Curse of Strahd. Take care, all.